Saturday night, no sermons, just ears. Discussions flow like midnight breeze. No prophets here, just minds to tease. We talk big bangs and evolution, question faith with our solution. Stars align in our confusion, breaking free from old illusion. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Point and laugh and myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, where we love toast. Echoes of a godless choir. Like the world, let's spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Only laugh and myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise a glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, we'll hold it dear. Raise a glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, where we love toast. Echoes of the godless choir, light the world, let's spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. No holy walls to take us higher.
Oh, I was jamming. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night at the Atheist. Let me bring up a panel. Excuse me, I got hiccups. One thing about being sick, every time I take drugs, I get hiccups. But we'll let that slide. Not going to worry about that kind of crap. Just had a holiday. Hope everybody had a good one. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, pretty
Doing
good.
pretty good.
Actually, only celebrated it today, so yeah.
Yeah. I know.
My little man's happy with his trains.
There you go. Doesn't matter what they get as long as it's in a box, right?
Yep. Definitely not.
My grandkid's got this microphone that makes all sorts of weird, sounds. It'll alter your voice and everything, and I like it so much. So they got the best little Christmas present that I ever loved.
That's the best kind. Everybody gets to play.
Grant, stop it! You're giving me a headache.
Yeah, the train is with sound, and that it is kind of loud. But he's putting it up over at his mom's place, so yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's the best part about being a grandparent or anybody that can send home the toys, because anything that's loud you don't have to put up with it for a little bit, and then it goes home.
Oh yeah, but like even if he doesn't have any toys, still loud.
Loud.
He's loud.
Yeah, I saw that Mike was over on Joe's channel yesterday. You have a good time hanging out?
On ya.
Yeah, I know.
2.5 hours went by real fast talking about naturalism.
Joe's a good guy to talk to. Time goes by real quick.
He really is easy to talk to.
I gotta say, like like Christmas went by pretty quick with all those fun streams.
Yeah.
Hardly had time to sleep.
It always does. I mean, it takes forever to get here, and then it's gone before you know it.
Yeah, well, it's not
link for that.
Yeah, drop Joe's link, and
let me see.
yeah, my son came over. Of course, they were running a little late because they're with other family, and they should have mixed up days. I don't know why they did the same day, but they were over there, and then they came over to our place, and didn't get here until about 6 o'clock. Which I don't care. I don't. Not a big deal, but just telling you, they were over late, and so we had dinner and opened presents and everything, and had a nice little visit. Watched the end of the football game, and so we had a nice visit.
Copy. Okay, got it.
Okay, and hello everybody in the chat. I'm gonna scroll through here and say hi real quick. Yeah, we got Fred here and Tilting here. The weirdo, CKA Evan. Ain't no theists? Well, good. Plenty of atheists here. I'm not sure I can handle the suspense. Well, Hillary's emails, we're glad you're here. We've got Rimmers.
Tilting Windmill beat me.
Yeah, it did.
Damn,
Doubting
Tilting
Thomas.
Windmill.
John Hudson.
We got a special treat tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Detroit Atheist Queen.
you're gonna go down on me? Oh,
The first pastor church of Mableton is going to go down on you.
Uh-oh.
Down deep in the apologetics.
We've got Pastor, what is it, Pastor Doug tonight?
Is that
Pastor,
who this is?
I think it's Pastor Doug.
I thought it was the First Church of Baptist Church of Mapleton. Okay, maybe he's Pastor Doug. I don't know.
Maybe
Didn't tell you who he. Oh yeah, Pastor Doug.
Go description. Is it Pastor Doug? Okay.
Pastor Doug Thompson, and he's got a guitar, and he's got the whole thing set up there. Yeah. Pretty excited about him. He's gonna convince me, I'm sure. By the way,
I know science like a pastor with a guitar.
By the way, Rebecca, our friend from Bread of Life, had on her Examining Origins channel, she had a real PhD evolutionary biologist explain mitochondria to her, and I'm pretty sure it all bounced off her. But let me put up a link to that, because he does a really good job of explaining why the creationists are wrong about mitochondrial DNA.
Saves us some time.
Yeah.
And we've also got Demon Orb joining us.
Ooh, doorbell.
And anybody else? Like, people are still popping in. Tons of Mice is joining us.
Let's see.
Nerdy's here. Doubting Thomas. I think I saw Doubting Thomas already. But hello, anyways. Sorry, I've got something in my throat bugging me a little bit, but we're going to muddle through. Top Dog is here, or otherwise known to Rebecca as Top Dong.
Yeah, she has a little crush on him.
She's never going to outlive that.
She has a crush on him. Yeah. That just slipped right out of her subconscious. It just fell right out.
Every night she thanks the Top Dong.
She just has to put it. Hey, if the Top Dong slips out of her, then she just has to slip it back in. Come on, guys, you're making this too easy for me.
Too easy. And STS is here.
We did.
I think Top Dong beats Atheist of the Year by far.
I think it does, yeah.
Yes, it does. Stop the Stupidity is already gifting 5 memberships. We appreciate you. Stop the Stupidity. Stop the Stupidity. Let's see if they're coming through tonight. Yeah, they are coming through tonight. We got Resist the Operation. Resist Oppression. Okay. My Unfinished Journey. T. Christie and Slays. Christie and Slays. Something like that.
Yes.
If I don't get it right, correct me. And Greg and Agent X all got free Captive Desk memberships. Thank you, Stop the Stupidity. And just for you, you know what you get.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the lost there and sing.
Thanks, Stop the Stupidity. You rock. And as well as Geo Sam, Nerdy. I said Nerdy, didn't I? There was somebody else.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Robin is here. Hello, Robin. And make sure I got everybody. I think that's everybody. Hello, everybody. Okay, Scott, no problem. We always appreciate you guys being here. And speaking of Scott, we heard it's Scott's birthday this week.
On the
And it's
25th.
also, yeah, a little bit past. But
I like Jesus.
we don't do a show on the 25th, so sometimes they catch up a little bit. But it's also Dave's birthday this week. I'm not sure if it's the same day or a day difference, but both of you have a birthday this week. And I don't know where date is, but seeing how Scott's going to be boogieing earlier, we better play that. So, Dade, I hope you hear this. If not, you can tune into it later.
Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Turn it up, let it today. Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday, day. Happy birthday. Fist in the air. Let the roof disintegrate. Let the roof disintegrate. Throw the horns up high. Let the candles burn like rage. Every year another skyline, another step onto the stage. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Fist in the air, let the roof disintegrate.
Hey, happy birthday, Scott.
Well, thank you. That's the best birthday song I've ever heard. And I do agree. Let the roof disintegrate.
Indeed. And Robin is correct. I am a headbanger. I'm rock and metal through and through, back to the core and the start. Yeah, Dave is a rocker. I was brokenhearted when we lost Ozzy because that's my number one band, is Black Sabbath. So rest in peace, Ozzy. And gave me a lot of good jams. I saw Ozzy live too. So, hey, rock on, Ozzy, wherever you may be. Okay? And with that, yeah, we've got, I'm going to drop this off. There we go. We have got the cockroaches. Let me fix the pictures. I did bring the cockroaches in. I didn't know who to, see, I got the hiccups, excuse me. We got Yeah, we grew up with the best music bands ever. We did. First concert I went to was Aerosmith, and I could have gone to Sabbath, and it truly would have been an experience. But seeing Aerosmith first wasn't so bad either. Great band too, and I saw most of the big bands. I was happy in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Especially during high school.
I was too drunk to remember my first concert. I don't know. I don't know. But went to Led Zeppelin, Dylan 3-4 times, REM, who the hell else?
I was very early on when I saw Rush in concert. I feel kind of lucky about that.
Saw Rush.
Yeah.
Before the 80s.
I think it was, who the hell? Oh, it was Sha Na Na, and we were ripped on acid, and somebody else, I can't remember who. You remember Sha Na Na?
I remember the TV show really well.
Oh, really? No, there was a band. They were like a cover band. They were
they were. Really, the band was on there with Bowser and everything.
Yeah, but they were with somebody bigger. They were like the.
Well, it was like it was like a TV show, and they did like. I think they did comedy bits or something like that, and then every once in a while there'd be a song and stuff. Used to watch that, Sha Na Na and Snoopy. Remember when Snoopy had his own show? He had a comedy hour or something like that too.
Oh, I think they were at Woodstock. Sha Na Na was actually
could be, yeah.
They were. Yep.
They got around.
I can't remember what their big. They had a big song, and I forget what the hell it was.
Somebody says Duke of Earl.
Is that it?
That was a popular song. Plus, they played that song a lot on the TV series White Shadow. They always had these scenes where the basketball team would sing in the shower, and they would sing Duke of Earl.
Somebody confirmed Sha Na Na was at Woodstock.
Yeah. Anyway, we were really ripped on acid, and I can't remember the other band.
I know they left my brother in the car to rest at one of the shows of Whitesnake and somebody. My brother never left the car.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he had a good rest.
That was my first concert. We got really drunk, and we drove. We had a big band, like a big top 40 band, come to Evelyn, Minnesota, to the Hippodrome. And I took my mom's car and then ended up crashing it into an ore dump. And we walked to the concert. And the whole time I was trying to see the band, because I was like, okay, this is a big band, and I want to remember seeing them. But I couldn't focus on the stage because I was pretty drunk, probably way too drunk to be driving the Corvair. But anyway, yeah,
that was probably
the thing.
Why you crashed it.
Well, my brother was so excited to see the band that because it was Motley Crue and Whitesnake. That's who it was, and he was thrilled to pieces to see Motley Crue. He's a big Motley Crue fan, and then he ended up getting so ripped celebrating that he never made it into the show.
that must have hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt. I'm sure he had a good memory of it somewhere.
Probably doesn't have any memory of that day.
He probably made up a great memory. Yeah, those were the days, though. I've got many a ticket stub, and those are worth recounting or recalling. Every once in a while I pull out my ticket stubs. It's like, oh yeah, I saw George Thorogood. That was a good show. Man puts on a good show. I saw, I can't remember them all, but I know I saw lots of bands. So everybody that saw the concerts back in the day, you definitely saw something.
I'm not really a concerts guy, but like
Jerry Olsen. That was me.
I would like to see Rammstein live. Point.
Those
fuckers make a show. Hell,
we went back far enough that they used to open up the gates during the day, and we used to come in and party during the day. And before the show, it was like tailgating at a football game. You know, everybody had their grills, and we had a good old time until somebody messed that all up, and they didn't let us in until the last minute. But early in the day, yeah, it was an all-day affair. We'd head down in the afternoon. People would have their grills going and everything. Everybody'd say hi. It was a real friendly atmosphere. And there's always some kind of...
At that point, if somebody fucks it up, you just jump all on them and like, see, we don't want that. Get that fucker out of here.
And they didn't let anybody in early after that. But I remember those days.
That's the same as the motherfuckers here that mess around with illegal fireworks.
Yeah.
Because next year, we're not allowed to do fireworks anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking cunts.
Well, they're not legal here, but they turn the other way when it's the 4th of July or any holiday, really. So even though when we were kids, they used to chase us around. They don't do that anymore.
Here it's only allowed at the night or at last day of the year.
Oh, we have 2 weeks worth before the 4th of July. Everybody's lighting them off early. It's like, give it a rest. It's no fun by the time the 4th comes around.
The problem here is a lot of people go to Belgium and Germany, and in Germany the bangs are allowed to be a lot louder and just have a lot more gunpowder in it. But when you go to Belgium, not just the restrictions on how loud they are allowed to be that are different. Shit's also less safe. So I believe this year's already a couple of people already lost their hands.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of the big stuff anymore for that very reason. People are losing too many fingers. So
yeah,
we used to have the bigger ones when we were kids, but bit my gum.
One of my neighborhood I live in, people do quite a bit of boom. The other day, they scared the shit out of me. Was pretty close in front of my door. That was the area where no cars were parked. Damn, was like. Whew.
We got some people that saw Van Halen when they were Van Halen. That's a good show.
God.
Who else was up here? Yeah, Van Halen, not Van Hagar. I never understood that whole thing. I mean, Hagar had his own thing. Putting them together just didn't make any sense. That's like somebody that's more low key or back in the day, and the band fell apart, and we're bringing Hagar in. I just never understood it. But Guns N' Roses, yeah, my brother or Mrs. Desk or somebody had the Guns N' Roses shirt. Blue Oyster Cult, Kansas, Pink Floyd. Those are some good ones.
Hey, I found it. Mason Prophet and Sha Na Na was the first concert I went to. I don't know if you remember Mason Prophet. They were a really interesting band.
I remember Grateful Dead. Somebody says, Stop the Stupidity says Grateful Dead. I had a buddy that used to, but it was toward the end of it, but he used to run around, and then he chased fish too afterwards. So he's a fish head now, but he's a true concert goer. And we've got Left-Handed Jedi that's been a Captive Desk member for over 5 months now. Thank you, Captive Desk, thank you for supporting Captive Desk, Jedi. Appreciate it. And Stop the Stupidity. Again, with the Captive Desk memberships.
Just doesn't want to see the video you got.
Apparently not. Unless that's the same one. I don't think it is.
No. It's a new one.
It's a new one. It's What the Beck? Ways to Human? Subtle Dragon?
Not sure.
And it's not showing the other ones. Well, it showed most of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with YouTube, but it randomly picks what it's going to show. Dio was good, yes. I saw Dio. Great voice.
I've only seen a couple Dutch bands.
I saw Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden was the loudest show I was ever at. It physically hurt. That's how loud it was.
Ooh, that's not fun. And I like
Right.
over here that they
It's like
used to
having a
do-
headache. It was just getting right to you. But it was a good show. I mean, they had hell of a stage show. They brought all their animations and their characters and unfolded and blew up and all kind of stuff. They had the Eddie come walk in on stage. It was a real tall Eddie shooting a laser gun all around the place, and great stage show. I mean, loudest and probably the best show I saw, minus
So,
the laser
I've
shows
mainly
and stuff.
been to small things, and like over here that was like they used to do a free little festival, like it's 1 day long. So there were a couple of good bands, but
That's what we used to have, a festival out at the racetrack, and that was always a bunch of bands that would come for the outdoor thing. So that was always cool. I never made it to one, but I believe Mrs. Desk went to one.
So
And for
Led
Stop the
Zeppelin-
Stupidity, well, go ahead, Mike.
Led Zeppelin was in St. Paul, and they had 100,000 watt amplifiers, and their sound was crystal clear, except that by the end of the show you couldn't hear at all. Your ears were shot.
Yeah,
It was
that's
just so loud. It was just amazing because that's the first time I ever went to a concert when the sound was actually good. I mean, it actually filled the entire stadium. It was wonderful. It's pretty cool.
but too loud is also not comfortable.
Well, if you still got all your hearing at 60, you haven't gone to enough concerts. So something wrong with you.
yeah,
we want to give a shout out to Stop the Stupidity, as well as whoever's had the membership for so long. I forgot their name already. But
left-handed.
Left-Handed Jedi, okay. Jedi
and left-handed Jedi also just dropped a super chat.
oh, good. And we're going to drop, well, let's drop this first. And we'll say howdy from Bigfoot.
Bigfoot stomps. Yeah. Bigfoot stomps. Through the dark, through the swamps, he says you rock, he says you roll. Bigfoot stomps on your soul. Bigfoot stomps on your soul.
Thank you, Stop the Stupidity, and thank you, Jedi. And what do we have here but Jedi dropping a super chat, said the 80s had the best music, hands down. Well, I'd have to say the 60s, 70s, and 80s, but I'm a child of all three. But I did go to a lot of concerts in the 80s.
The 90s had some good tunes as well, but like, yeah, I think that the high point was the 80s.
Yeah, because we were on our own.
90s
We were on our
alternative
own and everything.
was
so.
the best, I think. 90s alternative is
Every,
where I live.
everything that was created in the 80s is just best.
There was a lot of peace and love in the 70s and 80s. A lot of hippie songs, so to speak. And then
Like,
then they really had some metal too. And then in the 80s, I think the metal bands really shone in the 80s because
Yeah.
they weren't so seen as so dark anymore.
But like,
But either way, definitely good music. I miss those days. I miss the concerts. I miss going early. I mean, we had such a good time, good attitude, and people were friendly and everything. And you know,
that I think that is-
somebody's always
that-
got to screw it up for everybody.
that's been changed like basically everywhere. Like
Yeah.
I've in the beginning, like you hear about like festivals and like, oh yeah, that sounds like fun. Like that sounds like fun. And then later, like radio stations get involved or whatever, or just gets bigger. And then it's like, it doesn't even sound fun to go there. Like,
Yeah, it didn't. It took away a lot of buzz when the Who Stampede. Remember that? It was on. They even did an episode on WKRP where they had festival seating and they threw open the doors and people got trampled trying to get to the stage. It was a really bad deal. For a while there, they were basically single file, you know, until people learned to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the problem. People have gotten way too fucking greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we went to a Butthole Surfer concert in St. Paul, and we almost, like, I was getting aggressive. I was there with my sons and had to start beating people away. And there were two girls taken out in a stretcher. One of them broke her back in the mosh pit from people rushing the stage when they started playing.
mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure
that was the worst I'd ever seen.
Yeah,
if I'd have been a little older, or younger, or whatever it is, I'm sure I would have invaded the mosh pits. They didn't have those when I was going, though.
Yeah, I did mosh pits out at Edgefest concerts. We were always in the mosh pit. It was unbelievable.
By then I was in a seat. I wasn't standing anymore.
that was where I dropped Iggy Pop when he tried to body surf over me, and I dropped him.
Well, he is kind of creepy.
He was only like 80 pounds. I should have been able to handle it, but he surprised me. He dove out into the crowd. I
never saw rainbow butt monkeys, no. But I did see Porn Flakes.
Butt monkeys. Oh, I got to get that. That's better than Butthole Surfers.
Porn Flakes was a local band, and they played one of the clubs, and I went to see them. And they were raw. I mean, they had super soakers that were shaped like schlongs and firing all across the audience and everything. And yeah, they were called Porn Flakes. It was a good time.
Butthole Surfers was a Texas band, Scott. You should remember them.
Yeah. They're all right. Good opening band.
Oh my God. Porn Flakes is actually on Spotify.
I'm sure they are.
I thought that's such a funny name. So I was like, let's type it in.
Yeah, well, they toured around, so I forget. One of the bands has my name on the CD jacket for always coming to see their shows and stuff back when they were a bar band. Then they kind of dissolved. They never went anywhere with it. But he was like Pantera, or what you want to call that kind of voice with a real deep down. And me and Mrs. Desk are on the back of the CD, so that was pretty cool. What I got their T-shirt.
Are we almost through the video?
Mostly. I mean, I don't even know why I pull a video half the time, because that's why at Christmas I didn't look up one, because I figured we just chat a little bit and time be about done, and it went fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you want to look at Pastor Doug, do you? Okay, we'll pull up Pastor Doug.
I want to look at Pastor Bud.
See what Pastor Doug's got to say.
Let's see what Doug
Pastor Doug, I'm gonna let on a little secret, is a student of Ken Ham and Lee Strobel, so this ought to be good.
Fucking man.
He's a great resource.
You have two cars, and you drive against.
As always, please pull out your YouVersion app, go to the events tab, and find our church's name as we continue this sermon series today. I started this last week on apologetics, based off of 1 Peter chapter 3:15, which says that we should.
Now, you know what key word I was looking for? Apologists. I love apologetics. It's so, and anything they don't like, they change. Apologetics is just so much imagination. It's and Ken Ham and Hawaiian Shirt Guy and the rest of them, they lead the pack on imagination, because they sure carry out what it actually says in the Bible to what they actually say in the Bible. It says in the Bible.
Always be prepared to give a defense for the faith that we have. And that's what apologetics basically means. It's about giving. It
doesn't mean jack, because then they'll throw at you, I don't throw pearls before swine, and they wipe the dust off their feet and continue on and ignore you. So that's a contradiction in the Bible. Always be prepared. Yeah, well, you ask somebody like Ken Ham a question, you get blocked because they are not prepared to answer questions. And they don't answer questions like the Bible says. They only use that verse when it's convenient, and then they use the don't cast pearls before swine when that's convenient. And that's the way a lot of the Bible is read. It's what's convenient for folks at the time. But it does say that, you're right. Porn flakes sound a lot like G-War. I don't remember what kind of music they played, but I remember I went and saw it with friends. They said, "Oh, you got to go see Porn Flakes." So we went and saw Porn Flakes. Yeah, they had a bunch of giant schlongs shooting at everybody. I remember that. And they couldn't believe when I got home and I was telling folks, "You didn't really see somebody named Porn Flakes?" I said, "Yeah, actually their name." And there was a couple other bands that played with them too. And one of them, at least one of the other ones, had an adult-themed name too. I don't remember what it was, but yeah. Hey, Jill, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so I saw Porn Flakes. If they've got a video, you'll see the giant schlongs.
They've got their own channel.
They got their own channel?
Yeah. Can you recommend a song?
No, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Long time.
See, that was about 30 some years ago that I saw them.
Well, they got the one and only. It's a cover.
30 years ago. Damn, I was 13.
Yeah, my little one was around 10 or something. So yeah, that's about 30 years ago, give or take.
I like Porn Flakes.
Porn Flakes.
I like a good bowl
A
of Porn
defense
Flakes.
for our faith. It's not about arguing. It's about being able to, in a intelligible way, be able to give a reason. Why do I have the faith that I have? And especially amongst those areas where there is some debate.
And I'm going to pull that. I'm going to be the well, actually, guy. That passage in Peter says hope, not faith. To give a reason for the hope that's in you. So they twisted it into a bigger, more systematic thing. But all the guy was saying is, hey, when somebody asks you about what you believe, tell them.
Mm-hmm. And that's no different, again, than other religions. And they think it puts them above other religions, and it just puts them on equal footing with other religions, because if you believe, then it's true. I mean, there's no getting around it. If you're a believer, that basically means that you accept it's all true.
Yeah, so
one way or another.
You believe it.
They turned it into an institution that that argues with people, and it's not. And today, in its current form, it's really for believers and not for non-believers. And in that passage in the Bible, it was the opposite. It was for outsiders who happened to see, you living your life for your religion in I guess a passionate way. Just saying, hey, when somebody asks you about that, tell them.
Hey, Brian, how you doing? Good to see you.
Joel Duff did
Brian's
interesting
on
video.
your channel. Did he?
Yeah, on Ken Ham complaining about kids leaving the religion or something.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
It was a short one, but I'll post
kids
a link.
Today, they're so superficial. They're leaving the religion. They don't have a good reason.
Yeah.
I don't give them permission to leave the religion.
Yeah, it's like they teach them all this creationist nonsense, and then when they go to college, they're like, "What?" And then they completely leave the whole thing. So I mean, the creationists are doing such a disfavor to Christianity. It's unbelievable. I mean,
I thought that it was everybody else, that especially this Martin Iles guy that Ken Ham brought in. It turns out that Ken Ham must be really hard to work for, because he doesn't like putting anybody else in charge. He's like Trump. He wants to everything his way, and he doesn't need all them other people except for names on a plaque. You know what I mean?
He wants to retire, but
I'm giving him money.
Yeah,
he wants to turn over the reins to his clone, And if you don't do exactly the way Ken Ham does, then you don't
Right.
work out. So
That's why
That's it.
after hearing Joel
Expo.
Duff talk, I changed my mind. I thought Ken Ham was a jerk, or everybody else was the jerk to the old guy. Here, the old guy is just a jerk because he doesn't want to share responsibility. He doesn't want anybody else making decisions but him. And I think he's a bigger jerk than I gave him credit for. I mean, I knew he was a jerk according to Dan and some of the other folks that have met him, but and worked for him. But it seems like, yeah, he can't bear to share responsibility. And that's why he had such problems, I think, with Bodie, and why Bodie isn't around, because Bodie was kind of eyeing some kind of promotion, if not being put in charge. He married in, and he had that position, pretty big position, actually, for quite a while. So I think he had words with Ken Ham, too, when it seemed funny. It was about the same time that he picked Martin Iles over anybody in-house. And I think there was a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of expectations. But again, I don't think Ken, I think why Ken went outside so far is because people closer inside, he would have a harder time letting them take over. And what everybody said, I agree with. He doesn't play well with others. And this guy here is going to cite him too.
Or some cloudiness, maybe a little confusion. How do I study? Where do I go to study? What are my resources to go and be able to learn? What is it about the mysteries of Scripture, or the mysteries of this world even, that Scripture addresses, and the things that we're discovering and figuring out and learning ourselves as we live on this planet? Last week I told you about going to Answers in Genesis. I think it's a terrific resource. It is a place where scientists who have faith.
Now, I don't know how big his church is, but I mean, they got a few duckies. I mean, they put furniture in and everything. So I imagine he's got a few people there telling them all how great Ken Ham is. So every time somebody brings it up to me, why do you talk about Ken Ham? Well, for every time I talk about Ken Ham, one of these pastors has said how great he is to 100 people. At least.
And there are people of, buying all of the books and things like that they sell. It's just a money-making empire.
That are going out there and are studying the things of this world and being able to, while using the Bible as its foundation, as their...
Yes. They do not study. They sit in cubicles. Where's their research being done? Now, I'm not knocking scientists that, go through reams of paperwork and all that kind of stuff. But, hey, Dade, rewind to the beginning. We played your birthday song. You and Scott share a birthday or a day apart or something like that. So we did play it because Scott is going to bail out early on us. So I didn't want to miss him. So we played the song. But make sure you rewind to the beginning and check it out, Dade. We got the birthday song for you and Scott rolled into one.
Was an awesome song.
Yeah, thank you. And happy birthday, Dade. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah, happy late birthday.
Yeah, I believe it was 2 days ago or something.
Speaking of which, I do need to bail. I need to get ready and be somewhere. So thanks again for the birthday song. It was just a great thrill. I really enjoyed it.
My pleasure.
All right.
You're weak, Scott. You're weak.
I am weak. Y'all have a great evening, and please debunk some creationist bullshit for me, please.
We will.
Oh yeah.
Have a great night.
It says my birthday was on the 13th. Although it was a while ago. Well, I saw the post on it. So you got it on a birthday song. Like it or not. Because if I see it, then I make a note about it. And I say, oh, Dade's birthday is coming up. So that's why it was on there.
Ooh,
and hello, Joe. How you doing?
Yeah. Got ourselves a Joe here. Howdy.
We got the Joe. Joe had his show
Joe.
Earlier.
Foundation as their core, being able to describe what we don't understand. Today I'm going to, I want to introduce to you a book This is called The Case for a Creator. This is by Lee Strobel, and I've referenced Lee Strobel a number of times. He's just one of those believers in Christ who came from an agnostic, if not.
There it is. Lee Strobel is so great. He used to be an agnostic or an atheist. No, he didn't. He was a kid. You're nothing when you're a kid. You didn't stream today? Oh, okay. What day is today? Saturday.
Lee Strobel.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But you had the stream yesterday, though, didn't you? That's what it was. I knew you were on. Yeah, Lee Strobel. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So
Ken Ham at Lee Strobel. Could you ask for more, folks? I mean, come on. This guy is citing probably the two worst clowns in apologetics as good sources. Makes you worry, doesn't it? Makes you wonder why we have the people in government we have, doesn't it? Why you have potholes but new signs everywhere and scooters and all kinds, but there's still potholes. It's like, oh, come on. Priorities, right? We don't need all this other crap before we need the potholes fixed. And if you've ever bought a rim, especially rims nowadays, you don't want to be hitting the potholes. So fix the potholes, especially the ones that are in our side streets. I mean, come on. We don't even have alley pickups, or they've let a bunch of stuff go to HD double hockey sticks. And oh, you're busy. Okay, Joe. But
potholes. Do you know how boring it would be to drive? It would be so boring.
I know.
I mean, potholes are put there for your entertainment.
Keeps you awake or something.
Huh?
Keep you awake.
You know, it's like a video game. I mean, yeah.
But I mean, we've got grass growing on our side street. I mean, I think it's time to fix the holes. You know, when you got grass growing on your street, that's all the way through to the dirt, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So
Minnesota,
time to
we don't
fix
have
it.
potholes. We have truck holes and car holes.
Well, they went around. They fixed a bunch of the folks' driveways and the sewers and the curbs and stuff, you know. And I thought, well, cool, you know, because we've got the concrete for the curbs and everything, but the street is asphalt. And yeah, they fixed some driveways. They put in a new driveway. They redid all the, like, just in a couple of years ago was all the sewers. They got new concrete around them, so we're all set. They just refused to put a street through here. And they've done other major streets really nice. I wish they would do ours. But that's we get a new ballroom. I'm going to enjoy the ballroom. La-da-da, la-da-dee.
Yeah, it's probably not. Ballroom is probably just a cover, but
He ain't got no ballroom.
An atheistic belief and atheism and came to know Christ by investigating and studying what known facts, what hard evidence out there is there. And he's written a number of books, The Case for Faith, The Case for Christ, and going through all the historical evidence.
They're probably all named Case for something. He's another clown apologist. All he's ever done is sell these books, and he goes on a bunch of shows and does his little talks or whatever. But these people he's citing, they do not work in a lab. Okay, do not ever get the idea that they go to work and they're scientists when they go to work. They're not. And most of them had Answers in Genesis. Well, at least the old crew was retirees, so they were even outdated. They had a doctor on there. I mean, this guy shouldn't have been anywhere near practicing medicine. And he was talking about it and stuff and everything. And come on, dude, how long has it been since you actually did it? And then, you know, how out of date is it and everything that you shouldn't even be opening your mouth, right? Now he's lost quite a few of them are gone now. And I think that's about the time that Ken wanted to replace himself, was because he was seeing all the gray hairs dropping off one by one. And the next generation, like I say, he's snuffed right over. So we'll have to see if even anything happens, or if he lets it go to crap by not leaving somebody in charge and something happens to him. God forbid, I don't wish anything on the man. I mean, there are far worse people in the world. But I sure wish he'd get straight before he croaks, which will never happen.
That has been discovered to date. This is the case for a creator. And this, of course, is talking about the creationism side of things. And today, and it goes along a lot with what we're going to address today. And my question for today is, does science and faith conflict with one another? You know, how does...
Plain and simple. Yes.
I never heard anybody say conflict before. Conflict. Say conflict, not conflict.
He does say it a bit weird.
Yeah, he says it weird.
He also says a lot of weird things. So.
Well, it's Ken Ham. You're going to hear Ken Ham out of his mouth again. He's going to talk about, well, good science agrees with the Bible. It's like, what's only good science? Yeah. In other words, the science that Ken Ham likes.
Does science either contradict the Bible, or how does it uphold and affirm the Bible?
It doesn't. And we can start with the magic zoo boat out the window. You ain't got no magic zoo boat. The Bible's wrong. The Bible is a metaphor. It's a story. It's whatever you want to call it. It is not factual. It is not historical. It did not happen. So, just with that one thing, anytime I talk to any apologist now, I just go right for the magic zoo boat. And if you want to go, not just magic zoo boat, but you've got magic people, magic animals, magical plants, right on down the line.
Yeah, but I've always been taught that the flood was a metaphor. But I guess that's probably just church.
Sure, and I can take things as a metaphor.
Or like, yeah, that shit ain't possible. Shit, how are we gonna sell that? Let's call it a metaphor.
And there's no problem when these things are told as Aesop's fables, or just the fact that floods happen and they affect a lot of people. It's a good idea to know when a flood's coming and get the hell out of the way. You go back afterwards. It's like, you know, the hurricanes, any of those things where you have any forewarning, get the hell out of the way, because there are a lot of things you don't have the forewarning for. I mean, people run for their tornado shelters at the last minute. And,
but the problem with that is that, like, you had pretty good tornado warning until NOAA got defunded.
Yeah. But you've got things where you don't have as much of a defense against, floods and earthquakes and stuff. There's not a whole lot of warning, Some of these things, they do have the sirens and stuff and get your butt to shelter. And then other places, during some of the hurricanes, they drive around with a loudspeaker and they tell people, get out. Just get out. Take your stuff and get out. You will be better off. If you are not in a high elevation, forget it. Get out. Go visit. Whatever. Go someplace that's not. A buddy of mine, I always check on him because he lives near the water. And he goes, yeah, I'm going over to other guy's house because he lives inland. It's like, there you go, right? Get away from the beach. Now, if my guy can do it, anybody can do it. It's not hard. It says on the news, get out, and it shows you the 1, 2, 3 areas, whatever they are. And if you're in these areas, get out. Not hard to understand. They're telling you to get out for a reason. Remember seeing on the news when people didn't get out? Now, a lot of times nothing happens and people get complicit and everything as well. But
yeah, that is
when something happens. Yeah, when something happens, though, you're better off getting out. And I mean, get out. Your business isn't going to be open. Your job isn't going to be open. Everything's closing. They're telling everybody to get out. Get out.
Yeah, but what if you pray? That'll help, won't it?
Yeah, and it only affects certain neighborhoods when they flood out too, and other neighborhoods don't flood apparently for some reason until they do, and then they don't have an excuse for it other than mysterious ways. That's why when I did Joe's thing, I think I did Mysterious Ways. It's one of my favorites. I love Mysterious Ways. Anything you can't explain, Mysterious Ways. Yeah, it's a great word.
I saw a YouTube video about a tornado and or was it maybe it was I think it was a documentary about a tornado chaser, and he helped this guy go find his parents, right, whose house got hit by the tornado, and they found this old couple about 90 years old sitting in the middle of a bunch of rubble. Their whole house was completely collapsed, and they were leading them out, basically, and they were saying, "Praise the Lord, thank God they're safe," and they were all bloody and like cut up, and their whole house was destroyed. And I'm like, wait a minute, Lord, why didn't you? It's like you could have done a better job with this old couple than what you did, right? I mean, he let them live, but they were pretty cut up. It was just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. Praise the Lord.
How many didn't? Yeah. Huh? You've always got ones that didn't too. I mean, the ones across the street didn't make it.
Yeah.
But why was God so mad at them? I mean,
killed in that same tornado.
Yeah, it could have been the same people across the street you go to church with. Very similar. And I think I'm just gonna pick this house. Boom.
Yeah, that is that.
And it's never the right people, right? I mean, you see all these awful people on the news and everything. Everybody knows these awful people, and they seem to get all the breaks. Nobody's knocking a tree over into their house or anything. You know what I mean? So, at least if it was like taking out the right people, or these religious people are being struck by lightning or something, you know what I mean? Then you'd say, well, I better not screw around. Somebody's watching, right? And hit me with a lightning bolt. But the people that get hit by a lightning bolt are people out golfing or something, minding their own business.
Yeah.
And so the way that we answer this question is in a lot of ways, is based off of ignorance. Now, ignorance isn't a bad word. Ignorance just means you just don't know.
And you don't know, buddy.
And you don't know. You've got it.
You don't know. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it?
You haven't studied it. You haven't looked at the evidence. You don't know why, the answer why. You don't know how to answer that question. When someone asks, how do you know this to be true? You're ignorant. You don't know. You haven't studied it. So as part of my Ephesians 4 to you all, I'm going to equip you through this study to give you some of that hard fact, some of that empirical evidence, some of that what people have come to understand and to know to be true. And just like last week, that YouVersion app has a series of quotes, a series of things that I've compiled and put together.
Oh, no.
A series of quotes. Oh, boy.
Yeah, help anybody reading this, because that is cherry-picked. I mean, if Lee Strobel and Ken Ham are his sources and he's quoting people, I can already tell you what the quotes are, and I'll save you some money. How about for half price, I'll tell you what quotes he used.
He's the remedy for their ignorance is what this guy thinks he's going to be, right?
Apparently.
If you haven't studied it, he's going to help you out. He studied it.
Well, when he's got Lee Strobel books on his counter there and sending you to Answers in Genesis, the other video I saw of him, I had to laugh. He picked up books from the Goodwill.
Oh, shit.
From Lee Strobel.
That's where they end up.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ma, for this great Christmas present. It's going to Goodwill.
For you to be able to save that event, to save these notes, and to be able to have them for future reference, so that if you do enter into a gospel conversation with someone and they begin to steer away from the gospel and start asking these sorts of questions, you may be able to already have studied up just a little bit on some of those things. And so let me encourage you, if you don't have that YouVersion app, to please download it and be prepared for things like this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to address how scientific
Hold on a second, Dave. What app is he talking about? The what app?
I think it's his church app.
Did he say something like
I'll play it again.
You may be able to already have studied up just a little bit on some of those things. And so let me encourage you, if you don't have that YouVersion app, to please download it. And
YouVersion app. YouVersion app.
Or is it Virgin? YouVersion app. I don't know.
I think he said version. YouVersion app.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I think it's his church. Is it in? Is it?
He was saying in the beginning. He was saying like, "Oh yeah, open that app and select our church."
Yeah.
So it's not specific for his church.
Okay, YouVersion.
It's some way to get a hold of his church. So, like Brainless said, maybe he's in a network or something.
Yeah.
What the hell this is?
It does say in the description.
Start your day with God's word. What is this? YouVersion. I don't know. Daily study and I don't know what this is.
I don't know. The description only has this video.
The Bible NIV YouVersion.
There you go.
Maybe is that what he's talking about?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We aren't that concerned about it.
Well, I want to know about it. Well, I want to learn about evolution, man.
I'm telling you, they're Ken Ham quotes. They're Ken Ham quotes. Yeah.
Prepared for things like this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to address how scientific conclusions, as opposed to scientific.
Dade says, I have that app. It's a good Bible source. There you go.
Okay,
Mike,
what is the name of the app, Dade?
Dade,
could
I'll
you
put a link in the side chat?
it says it won't teach anything about evolution. It's just church stuff.
just a daily? Yeah, I could use that. I need a daily Bible reading.
But you go, you
the
put
Bible
his
app.
church. You put his church in the Bible app, and he's in the network apparently.
Theories support Scripture. And I want you to understand what I'm saying here. I'm talking about scientific law, scientific conclusions.
It's called Holy Bible, Mike.
Holy Bible? I would have guessed that.
He's in the chat. It says
Holy
it's
Bible,
called Holy Bible.
Daily study, audio, and prayer. Oh my goodness, I need that.
There you go. You got some to read now. It's powered by YouVersion. Oh, okay. YOU version. I was thinking like university version or something. But YouVersion, okay.
Oh, as in YouTube.
Thank you, Dade. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dade.
Things that have been proven to be true. How these support Scripture, whereas many of the scientific theories that you hear about don't. And there's a reason for them being called theories, is because they haven't been made fact yet.
That's where I started laughing. I thought I laughed hard when he mentioned Ken Ham and Lee Strobel, but then he said it's just a theory. Now here's a guy that's up here talking science. Didn't take 5 seconds to Google theory and science to realize that theory is elevated. Things are elevated very high on a theory because it explains things. Okay?
Theory and hypothesis are not the same thing.
Yeah. So he's using clearly the layman's version of theory, and he's having a field day with it because he's going to say it more and more and more and more.
Because he's an idiot.
And we got Maya joining us. And Laborious Cretan is joining us. Hello. And Hypotesian. Hyaptias. That's pretty hard to figure out. But it's in the chat.
He's got comments set off on this video, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Why
I know.
would he do that?
I was going to leave a comment,
Yeah.
Good to see you, folks.
If you're speaking the truth, why you need to disable the comments?
I don't know. A lot of them have them disabled. It's their choice, But then again, they talk a lot about they engage a lot with atheists and stuff. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I know you don't.
No, but these kind of people just can't have any voices go against them.
Yeah, he has comments turned off on all his videos.
Well, before they hired a new social media team, I was blocked on everything that Ken Ham owned. I was pre-blocked on some of it. He has like half a dozen pages or something. And when he opened his new one about the ark with the animals, the Ararat Zoo one, I got bounced off of that before I even commented. And the only one that left me on that didn't block me was Danny Faulkner, but Danny Faulkner wouldn't talk any business. He would just say, hi, hello, how are you? And he wouldn't talk any business. So I haven't had good luck with him. Frank Turk blocked me. Ray Comfort blocked me. They all blocked me. Everybody says, well, you were being such a jerk. And it's like, no, I was going out of my way not to be, to follow the rules and everything. Rebecca blocked me? Well, she thought she did. I don't know.
You're blockable. I'm going to block
Sal,
you too, Dave.
Yeah, you just have one of those blockable faces.
That's what I got. Blockable face for radio, right? I have, I'm on Sal's block list. He just let me off his list, as a matter of fact.
Sal?
He just must have took me off because I was flicking through the things one day and I saw one of Sal's videos, and I've never seen one on there before.
You still got me blocked because of the time Amy Newman came on and we were talking about Satan. So he blocked me forever because he says I'm a Satanist.
My name
I didn't
is
know
Mud.
I was a Satanist, but
yeah, I've been blocked by Ray Comfort, Greg Locke. Greg Locke was another one, came on my page. Nathaniel Jeanson came on my page. Bunch of those folks, I said Ray Comfort, right? They all came on my page to find something they didn't like to block me over. Because they were mad because I wouldn't break the rules, like you have to capitalize God and everything on Ray's page and stuff, and he has these rules,
I will
right?
not capitalize God.
Yeah, well, I would do it just to follow the rules, right?
Well,
I won't do it.
Depends in what sense I'm using the word God.
Well, it's his page, it was his page.
There is no fucking sense that I could use God where I would capitalize it. There is no sense.
I had Greg Locke came on my page and was snooping around on Facebook. Yes, indeed. Go ahead, Brainless.
Yeah, no. If they want to refer to him like as a name, then just use Yahweh, not God. God is a title, not a name.
Yeah,
doesn't
Yahweh,
matter. Ray's stupid.
Maybe I'd capitalize that, but not God. Yeah.
Anything biblical, you have to capitalize, or Ray will bounce you.
They capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Too. About $3 million a year. Not too bad.
Yeah, they capitalize. Yeah.
They're on the hypothesis sides of things. And so we're going to do a little...
You don't know what that is.
Maybe middle school, grade school, science.
Yeah.
You missed all those things.
Hey, dumbass, I got a question for you. You were just talking about a theory because it wasn't fact yet. But why is there a different word for the thing hypothesis?
Well, he thinks a theory becomes a law. And laws are used often to describe things in theories.
Oh, yeah.
But a law doesn't describe something. A law just says, if you drop this and you punch it into math, then it's going to hit. Now, to describe it, then you go to Einstein in a theory of relativity, which why does this thing fall and hit, right? So there's the falling and hitting, and then there's the why and how planets and everything else have gravity.
Yeah. The laws are more the calculations behind it, and the theory is explaining why those calculations work.
They are two different things, and one does not become another. Laws are used to describe theories, but they do not become a theory. And theories do not become laws because they describe something and a theory doesn't. So he's totally wrong, and he's talking about grade school. Well, I got news for you, buddy. They told us that in grade school. I bet they even told Mike that in grade school, way back when.
Hey, Dave.
Theories are in a different column, right, Mike?
Yes. I have a bunch of people on my channel, apparently. Yes, that aren't on your channel. Doubting Thomas, I think you got him. Atheist F5K. I got, who else here?
Saw Brian Stevens. Yeah.
Brian Stevens. And I've got, let's see, there's Hypatica something or another. I don't know if you can see that one.
Well, I was trying to figure out that one earlier. Hypatia.
Hypatica, I think it was Hypatia.
That's a tough one.
Hypatia Stanhope? You mean like Doug Stanhope? Are you related to Doug Stanhope?
They want to bring back the Moloch sacrifice. So that's all I need to know right there. I'm going to stay the hell away.
Hypatia Stanhope. Do you know who Doug Stanhope is? He is the greatest comedian ever. He does the most wonderful routine on fetuses and abortion. It's just unbelievable. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And you're an entertainer. That's nice.
Doug Stanhope is not shit. He's great. He's a little. He manages to offend everybody. Everybody.
There you go.
I think you missed the word the. It's the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the shit. Oh, okay.
It's like Mel Brooks used to say, I offend everybody.
Yeah.
Can't be singling somebody out. You got to get everybody.
Okay, if you want to look up Doug Stanhope, basically abortion fetus, and you'll see his routine where he goes at the guys that pass out flyers in front of the abortion clinic. He goes at them from an entirely different angle, and it's just unbelievably funny. I mean, it's like he calls him a necrophiliac pedophile something or another because he's got pictures of naked fetuses.
Yeah.
It's just the coolest routine.
One of the comedians says you can't make jokes about certain things, and he goes, I just did, Yeah. You can make jokes about things. You just got to know your audience. That's all.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find you a clip for Doug Stanhope's fetus then.
Okay.
I got to put it out there. It's on YouTube. So.
Well, I enjoy dark humor. I mean, I can take a joke as a joke, and if somebody gets offended, well, tough. You should have checked out the dude before he went to his show. I got bent when they were trying to silence Andrew Dice Clay. People bought a ticket to hear his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. That's and then they were censoring him, and it's like, well, no, wait a minute. You let him sell tickets to come to his show. You know what I mean? I didn't care for that at all. And I've always supported, hey, a comedian can say whatever they want. And if you don't like it, don't go. Yeah. Don't listen. What is it? So hold your sign out front of protest the show, whatever you got to do. That's your right too. But don't sit there in the audience and go, oh, I don't like this. No shit.
So Stanhope, part of his act is smoking and drinking. So he gets really drunk, and he really gets drunk, and he smokes. So he can go into a New York bar and smoke, and then he makes fun of the audience because they can't smoke, because it's part of his act, right? So they can't stop. It's hilarious. But I just posted a link to the fetus pornography thing. It's just funny as shit.
I went to LA for training with a tech, and every place we went into, he'd ask for an ashtray. We don't have smoking here, sir. Oh, okay. And the next place we'd go to, he said, "Can I get an ashtray?"
When I was a computer consultant, I wouldn't work for them unless they'd let me smoke. So they would put me in the mainframe room because it had all these blowers that were blowing air out,
Yeah.
So I had my own private office where I could smoke. It was pretty cool. Because I was a 6.2 pack a day smoker.
I remember when there was smoking on airplanes.
Oh yeah, I used to always just get in the back and light them up, man. Yeah. It's like, I mean, the whole, it was one cabin, right? The people in the front were getting the smoke. I mean, it was just silly as shit. But
and they used to have ashtrays just like a car. They have the flip top ashtrays. And if you didn't smoke, you could play with that ashtray and annoy everybody.
Yeah, you go to the clinic in the 60s and the doctor would pull out an ashtray and offer you a cigarette and then tell you, well, I'm afraid you got lung cancer.
I had a doctor that smoked a pipe and coughed and everything. And yeah.
Oh, my God, we've come a long ways, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, you used to be able to have a cigarette waiting to see the doctor.
Yeah. They had ashtrays.
Used to have cigarettes in the hospital.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't have oxygen, you'd have smoking in the hospitals. It's like,
yeah,
people wouldn't recognize it today.
My Uncle Ernie died on the 24th of December at about 5 minutes to Christmas. And he had my dad light a cigarette for him and prop him up so he could have a puff about 10 minutes before he died. And he died of lung cancer. It's like, holy shit.
That's one of the last things my grandpa did, too. They took all the stuff out of the room. That was back in the day where they granted him a wish. They took all the oxygen out of his room because he was dying of lung cancer. And he said, I want a cigarette. So they took all the stuff out and he had a cigarette. And well, I don't remember exactly when, but he wasn't in the hospital for very long. I know that.
Tilting Windmill posted Doug Stanhope's clip too.
There we go.
And the stupid thing now is like they're so strict about not smoking in the hospital, but as soon as you're out of the door, like
light up.
Yeah, like I think, and like even like here in the supermarket, that's so fucking annoying. When as soon as you walk out of the door, you just get hit with a wall of smoke. That's
I know the guys must not be on property to have their smoke breaks, because I saw a guy from one of the fast food joints over the curb having a cigarette, and he was standing in the other store's parking lot, and I'm like, they must have a nut on property's smoking thing, so he has to walk over the curb to have a smoke.
I think that's kind of ridiculous. Like, on your break, you should be allowed to smoke, but
I know
not when you hinder someone else. Like if you're outside, like
I was such an asshole when they passed the 20-foot law in Bloomington, Minnesota. I would inhale a cigarette deeply, and then throw it out, and then walk in the store and exhale. I was just an asshole.
There were a lot of folks that were.
Yeah, for anybody that still smokes, though, I'm 75 now, and if I quit smoking in my 60s about 14 years ago. If I had quit 10 years earlier, I would have more of the life that I want to have, be able to go, climbing up hills and mountains and stuff like that.
I might not be sick,
but I can't because I screwed my lungs up so bad that I have partial emphysema or COPD. So if you're smoking and you're in your 40s, fucking quit now, because you're going to regret it in 30 years if you don't. 20, 30 years.
Smoking
if you're
smoking other stuff.
If you're smoking, quit. No matter what age you're at.
Yeah, quit. Yeah, because
they're even talking about smoking pot and smoking vapes and all those kind of things. They're messing up our lungs.
Oh yeah, and vapes are not much better.
No.
Yeah, I was every year. It's like, I'll quit next year. I'll quit next year. I'm not that old. And I did it 10 years too long. I quit at 60. And if I quit at 50, I would have been able to. I'd be out hiking in parks and up hills, but I can't. So
no, but what was the appeal of starting smoking in the first place?
Girlfriend
starting.
My girlfriend. Yeah, my girlfriend and going to rock concerts.
Yeah. Yep. So
I've been around people that smoke, but I've never ever had like the feeling like, oh yeah, that would be nice. I've always, the cigarette smoke just makes me almost choke.
I was anti-smoking. I mean, I used to bitch at my dad all the time and everything. You know,
Yeah,
I was
did
I was
too.
a health nut. Hey, don't smoke them things. Don't smoke. Put them things out. Told my grandpa all the time. Put them out. Put them out. You know. And then one day,
Okay,
girlfriend. Blame the girlfriend.
so I was 16 years old, and I was going to run away to go out to Haight-Ashbury for the Summer of Love. I made it as far as Montana when I turned around, but I had this girlfriend who I later married, and I needed to learn how to inhale so I could smoke marijuana. So she smoked Pall-Mall cigarettes. So she sat on my lap and blew smoke into my mouth and taught me how to inhale. And the next day, I was hitchhiking down in Minneapolis, and I was under this street light, and I was missing her horribly, and I was very, very lonely. I'd been hitchhiking all day, mostly walking, and so I went and bought a pack of Pall-Malls and lit them up. And by the time I got back from Montana, I was a 4-pack a day smoker. And
see, I was never a chain smoker, but I still ended up with a spot on me.
And the important part about that story,
fun.
the important part about that story is thinking about smoking marijuana led to cigarettes for me. So smoking marijuana led to harder drugs, nicotine.
That was the thing. We were always smoking pot, and we were always, smoking it out of anything, paper towel rolls, pop cans, didn't matter.
Robin doesn't want medical advice. So anyway.
Yeah, only in Minecraft do these things occur.
Hey, it's not poor Mike. I'm doing fine. I'm doing so much better than I should be doing. I should be dead.
I'll be doing good at the end of the week, because when I get my chemo, they also hit me with steroids. So I'll be doing good next weekend. I'm a little down. I'm a little down today.
They light you up, those steroids?
Like for 4. Well, I think they put it in my IV, and then they give me a couple of days worth of pills. So for a couple of days, I'm lit up, and then I crash. That really sucks. I hate the way they crash you. They take you up, way up, and then they crash you, and then you're like, I can't pick my ass up off the chair. So you're either hyper or you're down and out. You know what I mean? There's no happy medium. It really sucks.
And I want to remind you of something that's called the scientific method. If you've heard of the scientific method
Not
before,
the scientific
right?
method.
Raise your hand if you know what I'm saying. Homeschool.
Hey, hello, Commander. How you doing?
Hey, Commander.
Okay, yes, in public schools. Right. But listen to me. About 600-700 years ago, the scientific method was put together in order to address in an intelligible way, in a way that makes sense, in a way that is a process.
Now let's run your Magic Zoo boat through that. Ken Ham's your hero, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Ken Ham is all about the Magic Zoo boat. Run the Magic Zoo boat through the scientific method. You're going to say, oh, it's a miracle. Well, how come there's no traces of a flood? It's a miracle. How come there's societies that lasted right through that time and didn't even notice a flood? Well, it's a miracle. It's magic. And it's like, well, then your whole book is nonsense, because you can just say it's a miracle, it's magic, to everything and anything in there. So it's goofy. I'm sorry. Nothing scientific about the Magic Zoo boat. Nothing. The size of it is wrong. The putting the animals on it is cruel.
Yeah, is that observable
on
science?
It's cruel. Yeah. Observable. Yeah, I got observable for you. Made out of wood that there's no longer around. Isn't that convenient? It's just nonsense. It's nonsense, dude. And I know you're a Noah's Ark guy because you're a Ken Ham guy.
All of these things up to about the 1500s that we were just told, this is fact, this is truth, don't debate it. And the scientific method was then put together, was devised in order to go through a process of taking something that we're calling either a theory or a fact at that time, and then proving it to be more than a theory, more than...
You're going to prove something to be more than a theory. I bet you can't. Atomic theory about atoms. Okay. Germ theory, it's about germs. Theory of relativity is It's about why space bends around planets and stuff. These things are all theories. Plate tectonics, it's a theory because it's explained. Now, by math, you can punch in, Mike digging a hole in the ground. They want to know how far to dig. Then you can do math. That's a law. That's not theory. What'd you say, Mike?
Oh, I can't. The scientific method bullshit. I mean, he's rewriting history is what he's doing, or trying to rewrite history. It's like, what did he just say? Basically, we had all these bad ideas, and then we invented the scientific method. Now we know. Now all of a sudden we know that evolution isn't true because of the scientific method. It's like, I just want to say, fuck you, mister.
And we went through that with Jim Bob, remember?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Oh, it's just because it's a theory
Jim
doesn't
Bob,
mean
the
it's been
second grade
proven.
idea.
It's like,
yeah.
No, that's what a theory means. It's already been proven. I don't have to do it again. And he wants you to do it over and over and over and over again. And it's like, you don't have to do it again. It's already been proven through the scientific method. Then along comes somebody and disproves part of it. Yes. But you're not going to prove something that's already been proven. That's what the words are for. Sorry. That's why he's so hard to talk to.
An assumption, but to be truth, to be a fact. And so there's there's 5 steps to the scientific method.
The scientific
you define the problem.
method, there are no
You
truth,
make an observation.
no
You
facts.
form a hypothesis. You conduct an experiment, and after several experiments, prove your hypothesis to be true. Then you can draw your conclusion, and what was a hypothesis or a theory then becomes scientific law.
No. See where he's got it all wrong? He's got theory at the beginning, law at the end.
Yeah,
there is no law.
Oh my God, it's on laws.
Laws are different things. There is the law of gravity, and there is the theory of gravity. One explains the other. That's what they don't understand about evolution. She says, prove evolution to me. That's not how it works. Evolution is a group of things that come together, and people call it evolution. Well, what's evolution? Well, this is evolution, this is evolution, this. Well, you're just calling everything evolution. Well, no, all these things fall under evolution. Then you take it too far and you say, oh, well, everything is evolution. Evolution of the planet, evolution of the stars. No. That's not biological evolution. So then they stretch it the other way. But short or long version, no. Laws don't come from theories, and theories don't come from laws. Either way.
Or
They
truth,
both come from
and is then
theorems.
Yeah, they figure stuff out. Like I say, a law is often things like math, where you can, an engineer can use a math formula to figure out how much a bridge is going to hold up, okay? Now, how to build the bridge and why you're going to build the bridge and the city commission and planners and everything, that's all more of a theory, because that explains it. Just holding up the bridge doesn't explain how to build the bridge. So they're like two different things. And they always conflate them together, and Ken Ham does the same thing. That's where he gets it from. Is he says it's not a law, it's just a theory. Yeah. But that's why, when you let the lay people and the public upon any industry, they're not going to know what's going on. We had slang terms in several of the industries I worked in, and that's just the way it is. And if you don't know what they are, then you don't know what they are, and you will learn what they are, or you won't. Be an idiot.
Yeah, every industry has its lingo.
That's right. So after a while, you start saying things, and people look at you when you're at home, and or your wife or something, and what do you, and you explain. And the wife does it too. She's talking about a truck or something, and it's like, okay, I get the learning version because I don't know all that stuff. And yeah, so people are going to come home with it. But this dude, he's just repeating Ken Ham. He doesn't even know it. And as far as the science goes, it's all bad. I know Mike's scratching his head. He's not going to have any hair left. How you doing, Austin? Good to see you.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah. Scientific laws and scientific theories encompass explain laws, and evolution is no exception. That's right. Theories explain things. Laws are used to explain things, but they don't explain things. I can understand that. Why can't you? Because you don't want to.
Supported because you were able to back it up with
Can-Ham.
with facts, with
No.
experiments that showed that that theory, that hypothesis that you had proved to be true.
No.
Now, for some reason, many believe or have taken the side that once you get to the third part of the scientific method and you form your hypothesis, that the hypothesis or theory then is fact.
That's because you got them all wrong.
What the fuck is he talking about?
A hypothesis is the same as a theory, is the same as a fact.
Oh my God.
And he's teaching how many people in this room, plus whoever watched this video. 10 people watched the video. So 10 more. 10 people watched. What? Since August of 22, he got 10 views?
He got 10 views, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay.
We're giving him more attention than he's ever had.
Yeah, and probably a couple of them are from
life.
us, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he reached 10 more people.
Yeah.
With this nonsense. Okay, good for you.
And you can't argue against it. And any
Yeah.
experiments that's to the contrary, well, that's just you're biased against the theory, because the theory is not a theory. We redefine theory like we're redefining everything else.
It wasn't redefined. There are different definitions. Like many words have different definitions. And when you go into a certain field like science, call them a definition for the word, call them slang for the word, whatever you want to call it. There's other meanings for these words. Okay? And in science, a theory is not just something you thought up like you did in layman's terms. In science, a theory is something that's already been tested and it is elevated to theory. Got it on the wrong end. Then you have another column of laws. You can pick through the laws, like math problems, to help solve or explain the solution of a theory. But a theory explains things. You don't understand that. You think laws explain things. Laws don't explain things. Laws just tell you things. They don't explain things. Is that an easier way to understand it? Either way, you don't get it.
Today, we redefine theory to actually mean a scientific law. And so our textbook...
No. And yes, you're right, Rimmers. Says, no, a theory is not the same as a fact. Theories are supported by facts. There you go. That's a good way to explain it. Theories are explanations. Yeah, stick explanation in there. Matt Man, how you doing? Laborious Cretin. Okay, you're over on Mike's channel. How you doing? Want to make sure nobody else got in here. Hey, how's everybody this evening? Hope you had a good holiday. Hope you have a good holiday coming up, too. We won't talk to you probably until after that. Hey, Mighty Filbert, how you doing?
Hello.
And the Atheist 5K, that's over on Mike's channel. Good to have you.
Books and our school books for however many years that teach the scientific method and actually has this process listed, labeled, written out in there, for some reason wants to promote and wants to push an agenda, and has for decades, on you and on your children and so forth, to push certain scientific theories as being scientific law, even though they're not. They stopped at the theory. They stopped at the hypothesis.
And who is pushing
because
that?
No! If a theory and a hypothesis are the same thing, why the fuck are there two different names for it? You stupid fucking guy.
He's really annoying Mike, I can tell.
Yeah.
He's got all the words just jumbled
Mike.
Together. Not just Mike, yeah. Hi, Tori. How you doing?
Evolution is a theory with hundreds of hypotheses, basically. And those are the things that we keep testing and modifying over and over again. And all of that collectively comes into the theory of evolution, right? And there's enough evidence, basically, that we're colloquially we'll call it a fact, right? But fact is not really a science thing at all. It's just a common word that we use. So we can just eliminate that from our goddamn vocabulary. And what we're looking for is we're looking for a way to falsify any of these hypotheses. And when we falsify one, we'll modify it, change it into something else, or reject it, whatever. But the whole thing is a big bag of hypotheses that form a theory, and the theory is gigantic. And the evidence for the theory is astronomical. That's what they're up against. So all this seventh grade, third grade bullshit he's talking about the scientific method, he can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's totally got him messed up. And Tilton keeps bugging me about my grass man. And you're right. I've got to do the grass man. I've got the Loveland frog all done ready. I just got put together. I've just been so tired lately. I hope you all will excuse me, but I haven't forgot. I've been putting it together. And I think when they juke me up will be a good time to do it because I'll have plenty of energy to burn. So watch for that pretty soon. And I wanted to get it done by the end of the year. So we'll kick off. Looks like we're going to kick off the new year maybe with it, or maybe we'll still get it in this year. No, well, the first is Friday, right? Okay. Well, maybe we'll kick off the year with doing a grass man.
No, the first is.
Yeah, please go down to the bottom. There is a join button where you can join the channel. And if you aren't getting free memberships, make sure you go to that button that you're not charged anything. You click the three little dots and make sure you're allowing your memberships. Because if you've got that turned off, you will never get a membership. Just ask Mike. And while you're down there, check out the description. I put everybody's channels and where Brainless is hanging out in the description, including Slim and Commander. And
Slim says he's going to be doing some more shows. Yeah.
So we'll have Slim back on. And, of course, Slim's always welcome over here, too. He's a great guest. We also have Answers in Atheism below. Help Mike out. He's getting there. He keeps ticking up. We got to get him there.
I'm getting older, man. Older.
And then don't forget Joe's down there too, a great friend of the channel, and Bree as well with her merch store. If you're going to get a T-shirt, especially if you're going to get one with a Bigfoot or other cryptid on it, you might as well get it from Bree, right? So do like I did, and a lot of other people did. I think Punk Apostate just got one. A bunch of people have gotten shirts. And they've got different cryptids. I like Bigfoot, and of course, the one I got has Bigfoot. This isn't it, but because I wear a lot of Bigfoots. I
offered free Answers in Atheism for anybody who subscribes within 10 minutes, and somebody subscribed. So I got to give them an answer, and my answer is we don't have all the answers. That's my answer.
And don't forget to click if you got it like that. Help out Ember with some medical bills, be greatly appreciated. That link is also in the description, as well as the original video, which this is original video. I don't think he prayed or anything in this, so I didn't cut it. Didn't have no ads in it or nothing like that. So it's as is tonight, folks. I didn't touch it. Often I'll cut out ads or prayers because, they go on a little bit too long with the ads or the prayers, right? If they're short and quick, I'll leave them in. But this one is in full, and it is in the description as well. So make sure you check out the description. And you can also do super chats like Fred did, and he's doing those Australians, I think they are. We call them atheism dollars. Atheism dollars.
Or no, they're kangaroo dollars or something.
Yeah. For $20, though. Woohoo. Thank you very much. Preacher is a pastor boy for the Dunning-Kruger effect. Ouch. You're absolutely right. And thank you very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it, Fred. I think Fred, is Australia, so he's quite a ways away. And we really appreciate you supporting us.
Hell yeah.
And Tilting Windmill is the most awesome mod ever. I agree. Thank you very much for all you do, Tilting.
Yeah, Tilty is awesome.
And I think I said hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. If I didn't see you, Laborious Cretan. I like that name. Hello. Yep, Aussie dollars. Okay, Aussie dollars. I'm going to call them Australian, though. But I know they're Aussies now. Either way it works, right? As long as they spend. What's that, Mike?
Oh, I was trying to do the square root of 42 in text, and apparently it comes out as a bunch of bullshit. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway.
Brojo said it's about 1350. That's not bad. Pretty good exchange rate. Especially with our orange dollars floating around. So, how you doing, Brojo? Good to see you, man.
Blocked my post.
Uh-oh. What word did you put in there?
Square root of 42.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Oh, you did? I didn't see. Yeah, it came up in StreamYard, but it didn't come up on your channel. Let's see if it came up on my channel. What? Censored it. Oh no, it came up on. Yeah, it's there somewhere. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mine can be kind of goofy. It's way behind if I don't reset it every once in a while.
It's odd. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I think if he puts it in StreamYard, it's probably only going to show on his own.
It's on the Answers in Atheism stream, so I don't know.
Let's see if it shows up.
Math symbols into chat. That's too bad. We got to figure that out. Otherwise, we're not going to be doing the scientific method very well if we can't do math. Got to be doing that scientific
if you can't
method.
do math, then just go do math.
Tilting Windmill. I'm not bugging you. I just included in my thingy to your channel. Hey, you're not bugging me at all. We appreciate you.
What we got to do is we got to observe a chimp and wait for the chimp to turn into a human.
Yeah, I don't got Answers in Atheism on mine. Huh. Okay.
Marsupial money. Yeah. No, what is the pocket for?
Hey-o.
They don't want to look at the experimentation and the results of the experiments and have to say, well, maybe, kind of, sort of, the theory is just a theory. It's just a hypothesis. It's not true. It's not fact. It's not law. That's where we've come, where things that you hear, whether it's on social media, or it's a theory, or it's something that somebody contrived,
or a textbook,
is fact.
Or a
it's
flyer
true.
from
It's
Can Ham.
historical. Now, I'm going to give you an unscientific, a non-scientific issue there. A couple of years ago,
sure.
people made this out to become a white supremacy symbol, the OK sign. And they did it as a joke on the internet about 4 or 5 years ago, and people started taking that and meaning it to be true. And now this has become saying OK or using OK sign is now a white supremacist sign.
Well, people
white
do
supremacists
that.
start using it, then it becomes a white supremacist sign.
Yeah.
And how does this explain evolution exactly?
The twisted cross was a good thing until somebody bad got a hold of it. Yeah. And now if you show the twisted cross, they assume you mean something bad with it. So, I mean, duh. That's kind of like how words, I often use cool as an example. If people in the future would read some of our stuff, they wouldn't know why everything was so cool.
Why everything was so cold? Like even in the
did they have to wear coats all the time?
Out,
I mean, they're
cool.
always cool. Yeah, everybody's cool, except for a couple people that ain't cool. So they must have some kind of a problem. But everybody else is cool. It's like, so yeah, they wouldn't understand that, Pastor. Get with it. Just like Detroit Atheist is with it, gifting 5 Captive Desk memberships. We appreciate that. Let's see if they show up.
Pi plus 1 possum dollar equals 6 mice pounds.
Probably.
I think he's got something there. That's tons of mice.
I know, tons of mice always got good ones. Pi plus 1 possum pos equals 6 mice. Dave, side note, this is the second stream you've done this week. Yeah, I did a Christmas one as well. I try to do something. I mean, I to be honest, I don't have the energy really to do a whole lot, but I like to do my show, even though I pressure these guys with, are we going to do a show today? Because I don't do it till last minute because I didn't feel like it.
I know.
And well, the holiday was in the way, and I was doing that one, and you know. But
well,
I mean, if I'm not going to do it, I'll let you know that I'm not going to do it. I just
like a day in advance if you're not going to do it. If you can. So
I would have had it ready for Friday. But anyway, Kelly, you're a sweetie. Gifted 5 Captive Desk memberships. Thanks for all the support on the channel. And we're going to give you the good old-fashioned "You Rock."
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Hey, I'm doing real good on memberships. I hang around 100 memberships, so I appreciate y'all a lot, and people that have gotten memberships for themselves as well. It hovers around 100. If we get like to 120, I think I get another emoji. So just saying, you know, if you got $1 in your stocking that you don't know what to do with, for $1, you can join the fun and become a Captive Desk member. And, you know, you get all those cool emojis and, you know, lots of stuff, but maybe limited to number of memberships. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got plenty of subs. So if I max out on memberships, it's because people don't have them turned on. And that's why I've been trying to tell people, make sure you turn them on. And Kelly, you rock.
Or they have a branded. I do. I cannot get gifted.
Hey, if you're poor, that's cool. I mean, and you can't support everybody either. I'm just saying, you know, if you want to join in on the fun only costs you 99 cents. That's all I'm saying. As well as Captive Desk memberships that you can give to folks just because you got it like that. And if you don't got it like that, hey, you don't got it like that. And, you know, even if you do, I mean, there's only so many channels you can support, right? So we do ask, though, that you hit that like button and that share button and all those free things that help the channel out. We appreciate that a lot. So, and yeah, tilting. Somebody wants a link. Just ask Tilting Windmill. Tilting Windmill will hook you up with a link.
But it started out as a joke on the internet, and now it's become fact. This is how stupid we've become, folks. And yes, that's Greek for being an idiot, okay?
It's not being an idiot knowing somebody else is using a symbol and watch what neighborhood you're flashing the symbol in. Doesn't take a genius, okay? It just takes somebody semi-aware that you don't go in certain neighborhoods and flash certain signs. I mean, what world do you live in, dude? Come on. I mean, I don't live in a big city.
In a world where he lives in a world where white supremacy is okay.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, nice.
Yeah, we weren't really opening up the room, but I'm not even sure who Sam is.
Sam Hayat? Sam Hayat. Sam Hayat. Oh, it sounds like
If you want to hang out with us, then we could give out a link, but not if we just met you or whatever, because it's kind of late. It's kind of late in the show. But
you could try a new person.
Hang out with us. We'll be all right. Yeah, don't start.
Yeah, I opened their channel. 1, 2, this lion and a sheep. So those are first images that I see on his shorts.
Yeah, we'll just
want to argue. You can do that. If you're polite, you can do that in the side chat.
Yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, we not really care for.
We like Christians. Love Christians.
Yeah, you do, Mike. You want to go talk to somebody? You can go talk to Mike all you want to.
I like Christians.
Just prove yourself in the side chat that you're an okay person.
Yeah. If you hang out with us, we'll let you on. But we don't really know you, and sorry to say, a lot of our peers just don't know how to behave themselves online. So for right now, though, you want to hang out with us, hang out with us. Okay.
I subscribe to Sam Hyatt's channel.
There you go.
He's got 3 subscribers. Now he's got 4. Now you got 4 subscribers.
You got 4 whole subscribers. There you go.
And some beautiful pictures on there. There's a lion roaring because the lion's hungry. He hasn't had a Christian for a while.
Hello, Ali. Hello, Ali. How you doing?
Elbows up, Ali.
But yet we've been doing it for decades, especially in regards to trying to use science to disprove the Bible. Now, I'm not saying we. I'm just talking about
nobody's doing that.
The process of trying to use science and scientific theories to debunk Scripture and to debunk the Bible. So today we're going to look at what some
and that's another thing that's used a lot is evolution is used to debunk the Bible. Well,
no, we don't.
The Bible can debunk itself. I mean, Magic Zoo Boat. How many times do I have to say it? I'm going to have to play the song. Okay.
Yeah.
Magic Zoo Boat disproves the Bible. Now, if you want to believe that Jesus walked on water, raised from the dead, healed people, etc., 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 and other people in the Bible did it as well with certain powers and sticks and reptiles and plants and spells and all kind of goofy things, that's fine. People believe in lots of things. But you cannot keep saying historical and factual and using it as factual when I'm going to throw right at you Magic Zoo Boat, and it's ridiculous. And if you took 5 minutes to examine it, you would see how ridiculous it is, besides the fact that there was no global flood to start with. So you don't need a Magic Zoo Boat.
The global flood is impossible.
Global flood is impossible. The land has not been underwater since it first appeared on land. Land has always been here. Floods have washed over it, but it's still here. No, never been underwater. And as far as 4,000, 4,400, whatever he says it is, 4,400 years ago, no. We've got different groups of peoples around the world that have been there for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 years. We've got skeletons going back much farther than that. Whether you like dating methods or not, you can go find cemeteries with people in them older than you think there are. I mean, not literally, but just about, okay? They have civilizations going back, probably king's tombs and stuff are probably still around. Anybody that was important, I guess. But no, there was no global flood. So no Magic Zoo Boat. Just right there, your book is wrong. I could pick apart other things, but that's wrong.
Scientists have learned over the years, and even those who have come to faith in God.
Faith in God is one thing. Faith in that book, that everything is literal, is another thing. And Ken Ham likes to conflate these as well. Ken Ham calls himself a Christian and everything. To be a Christian, you just have to believe in Jesus and that he went to the cross for you and all those sin things and stuff like that. That's it. The rest of the Bible is open to interpretation. Even Ken Ham will say so. So you do not have to take all those things literally. So you can believe in God, but don't conflate that with believing in the Bible literally, taking every word literally. Oh, not every word, but the ones he likes to literally, like Ken Ham does. And like this guy does, I'm sure. There's some things you do not like let's see. Is he wearing glasses? I can't tell he's wearing. I know Ken Ham wears glasses. Something in the Bible about somebody with damage to their sight shall not enter the temple or blah, blah, blah. Oh, come on, man. There's silly things in there.
Because of their theories that led them to perform experiences that led them to understand that their
experiences, I think you meant experiments, but
maybe
you've got it backwards, though. No. Theories do not come first.
Someone divine working to make this
he
happen
wants to be it
because
backwards.
the experiment is failing time and time again.
What experiment is failing? See, you just threw that out there.
Oh, no.
The experiment keeps failing and failing. What?
Ken Ham told him.
Yeah. Sam, subscribe to my channel. I'll happily, where you got up there? Officiate your arguments anytime. There you go. Dade does a great job by answering people.
He hasn't answered my question about whether he's an evolution denier or not, but he's got a beautiful channel with unbelievably pretty pictures and speaking in some Middle Eastern language. And I think I'm going to use it to meditate. It's a wonderful, beautiful channel.
There we go.
So we're going to look at these, and you're going to have them there on your YouVersion app. You're going to have them. If you buy this book, The Case for a Creator from Lee Strobel, you'll be able to see some of the work that he's done. Not everything that I've worked at today, compiled for you today, is from this book. But still, it's important for us to understand and to know these things.
If you want to know about any of these books, people have probably reviewed them to death. Look all over the internet. They're out there. Don't buy this man's books, especially when they're showing up at Goodwill for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, that ought to tell you all you need to know about his books.
Well, then you can go to Goodwill and buy them.
Well, help out Goodwill, but don't help out Lee Strobel or any what do you call it, publishing house or anything like that. No. Oh. I did. How can I talk to you, brother? Dave's easy to get a hold of. You just put a message on there and he'll get it. There you go. Come on.
And the foundation of this is to understand that the Bible is not a science book. The Bible is not intended to be a science book.
All right.
But where it does address issues related to science, it is correct each and every.
No, it's always wrong.
No, it is not. Bats are not birds. Otters are not fish.
Yeah, it starts even earlier than that. I mean, but
that was the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, the sun does not come before the planets. I mean, you don't have stars before the planets.
I do believe that the otter thing is something added later.
Yeah,
because we're not allowed to eat.
There was never just two people. There's good lessons as to why you should eat certain things, because you shouldn't eat certain things. But I think that the meaning for a lot of these stories, I compare to Aesop's fables a lot, is that people don't know the meaning of why they were telling these stories. And there's usually a purpose for these stories to be told, either because something is dangerous, or to keep children away from the woods, or anything like that that's dangerous.
Yeah.
There's
usually some kind of story about it. But
yeah, my kids used to believe in dragons because we didn't want them to go near the basement stairs, because that's where I worked down there, and they'd fall down the stairs. Yeah. So they thought there were two dragons that lived down the basement, Diggy and Tooth. And Diggy was a nice dragon, and Tooth would eat them if they went down there. So it was cool. But anyway, I just got this wonderful visual brainless of a confused game warden looking at a fisherman holding a fishing rod and with like 3 or 4 otters on his holding up 3 or 4 otters.
What you just said is true. Like the not eating shellfish was added in a period where apparently there was a certain bacteria in shellfish that made you sick.
Not fish.
But that's the that's where the not eating shellfish comes from.
Oh, but they're not fish.
Like
Neither
like
are
if
otters.
you say like, oh yeah, if you eat that you'll get sick. Yeah, people wouldn't care. Yeah, blah blah. Yeah. But if you say, oh, God says you shouldn't eat it, like that, I'll not eat it.
And I gotta get AI to draw me a picture of a fisherman with 3 otters on his stringer.
It would be all good, I mean, it keeps people from eating the wrong things, so it serves a good purpose, especially when they didn't know about toxins and stuff like that. Yeah,
the Bible has that purpose, but I think it lived well past that now.
It's a lot of it's outdated. Yeah, I mean, you don't understand like something
nowadays. Yeah, but nowadays, if you say to the people, "Oh, that's dangerous," there's an illness in that group of animals, don't eat from that. Then people, except kind of ham fuckers, will not eat that because, hey, the scientists have figured out that is what makes you sick. But back in the days, didn't have that senses.
That's like a lot of the tomato is toxin, but the plant isn't, or the fruit isn't. So when you take the fruit up, as long as you aren't chawing on the rest of the plant, it's okay. Same thing with some other plants. Certain parts are only good a certain way. Other ones you have to cook them a certain way to make them palatable, or they're too hard or whatever. And then you have the ones that are lookalikes that Mike especially knows about, that you don't dare eat one of them ones just because it looks like the other one. You better know what you're picking, because certain things, berries and mushrooms, they have a lot of varieties.
Not all mushrooms are magical.
Yeah.
Not all of them are magical.
And the animals too, brightly colored animals. And anything brightly colored, you got to be wary of, because it's trying to tell you something. But the lookalikes, they're dirty rottens.
So, Dave, can you display stuff from text messages on here? I've got one for you. I'm going to text it to you because I don't know how else to do it. I just texted it to you. It's wonderful, but I don't care for the caption, but I'd have to modify it a little bit.
It's not coming through yet.
This is what happens when you read the Bible, basically. Yeah, text is slow.
There it is.
I thought it was cool. Anyway.
Let me see. Yeah, with the Badgers.
Where the hell's Simos? Again.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear from Simos, so.
Yeah, those are otters. Otters.
Yeah, because if I can save it here, then I should be able to save it over here.
I suppose I could start OBS and show it, but I know what I can do. Hang on a second here. I'm smart. I'm pretty smart. Cartoon description request. Jesus, my Lord. No. Doesn't have that.
If you have it on your computer, you can just share it with
That's what I mean. Yeah, you just got to share it. I shared it on Facebook to myself.
Yeah. I don't know how to fuck this shit. Let's see. Oh, I know how. Arr, arr, arr. Technology. So difficult sometimes.
For the old
Okay.
folks, yeah.
No, I got
Yeah,
it.
for boomers.
Come
Boomers
on,
is
like,
really
this is one of the few places where I'm the youngest. Okay, shut up.
yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
gonna
I know it's weird when they talk about me being the young one at the cancer place. It's like I felt old, and they're telling me I'm young. It's like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cartoon description. Oh, for some reason, it has Chrome tabs. Window. Here we go. Okay, I can share. Ha!
Beat you to it.
There it is. Otters are not fish. That was my point.
Did you just find that?
No, I made it.
Oh, okay.
I drew it. I got all my colored.
You could have AI'd it.
See.
Yeah. Well, instead, I took out my colored pencils and I just whipped that out. I'm
usually
good that
whip
way.
something else out. Never mind.
Yeah, I whipped it out.
Hey,
yeah.
Dade Murphy is dropping the green. 5 months worth. Thank you very much, Dade Murphy.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
And we love Dade.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out
And the
all
rest
these
of you
months with us.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Am I still sharing? I don't know why I'm still sharing. I think
I'm still sharing.
Oh, okay.
I was sharing it because I pulled it up.
Because you were too slow, old man.
Well, I had it up. I
got it up.
I can get it up.
Yeah, I got it up.
And Dade is also dropping the $2. I think that's American $2 because I know where Dade Murphy hangs out. Excuse me.
Lord Almighty,
Christ is
God,
King
Jesus Christ,
of the dum-dums. Yeah, okay. I can't argue with that.
You, but okay,
I
don't condemn you, but do remember Jesus loves you and send me for you to be saved. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Hyatt. Whatever.
There you go.
I love his channel. He has some really pretty pictures on it. I approve.
We're gonna have to give Dade some more toast.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
That's just because I met Dade at the hotel, so reminds me of toast. Thanks a lot, Dade. It was a pleasure meeting you too.
Hi, Sam Hyatt.
How you doing? Who else is out there? Jacqueline is out there. How you doing? Dane is in here. Hello, how you doing? I think that's everybody. Howdy, everybody. Good evening. Hope you had a good holiday. Let's see now. We pull this back up. Take this down. This back up.
In fact, it was because of the Bible that we have an understanding about things scientifically that we would not have known if the Bible had not addressed those things. The scripture is not a science book. It's not meant to.
Right.
And so what do we do as we live here on earth is that we have over the years tried to make sense of things. And for the longest of time, there have been people who have believed certain things about this planet and then studied it and then found it to not be true. One of the things that was a long-held belief, and you couldn't deny it, you couldn't speak against it, you couldn't be on the opposing side of this debate, was that the earth was the center of the universe. And this was a long-held belief until about 1500 A.D., We're talking about 500 or 600 years ago.
That was a heavy Christian thing.
That people thought that the earth was the center of the universe. And in fact,
used to burn
a great
people at the
man by
stake.
Aristotle He even supported and upheld that belief that the earth had to be, it only made sense that the earth was the center of the universe. This came out about 1400 years before then, we're talking about in the BC area, by Claudius Ptolemy, who supported the idea that the earth was the center of the universe. And Aristotle supported that, and for 1500 years, you couldn't debate it. It was the truth. And even the church at the time that the debate began, the church even supported what Aristotle had to say. Yes, of course, we understand.
Didn't just support it. They burned people at the stake if they didn't believe it.
Yeah, and there really wasn't debate until they opened up to what the science says. Up until that point, debating, you can debate anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to debate everything. It's like, well, tough. I mean, if science says something, that's the way it is, and that's the problem. You know, again, though, he repeats Ken Ham and these guys that say, well, 400 years ago, the church believed this. And it's like, yeah, before they got a telescope or whatever it might be. Yeah, they probably did. Or, you know, microscope, whatever the thing is. And then once they got one, they gradually accepted stuff. The church has gotten a lot better at it, while the Protestants haven't gotten as good with it. I don't know what their deal is. The church lately, though, seems to take science and mix it right well with the Bible. So they stopped doing that somewhere along the line.
Center of the universe.
Well, I think
it only makes.
It's also like it's no longer possible to deny science. It's just impossible.
Yeah. It's hard to keep
looking completely stupid.
It's hard to keep the world out too. I mean, you know, even, you know, there are even cracks around North Korea and stuff, you know. I mean, information gets in and out, you know, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen China open up a lot over the years because they knew they couldn't keep it closed up and be open to trade. I mean, and business and all that kind of stuff. Just doesn't work that way. So they had to give and take a little bit. And even the Saudis and the rest of them have all been given a little bit just to smooth things over. And I think, yeah, eventually, you know, you can't keep the world out. So eventually places will modernize and you won't have places like North Korea and stuff anymore. I mean, this isn't 100 or even 200 years ago where you had to take the Pony Express or something, you know. How long ago is Wire? Wire's not that long ago, is it?
So heliocentrism was a position of the church for a long time. Galileo was tried by the Roman Inquisition in 1633, and he was forced to recant and spent the rest of his life under house arrest for claiming, he advocated heliocentrism. Here we go. Giordano Bruno was executed for a couple of things that, I don't know. Anyway, the church was not the greatest thing to go against in the 1600s.
I'm not out to change anybody's faith either. As an atheist, I've never worked to change anybody's faith. I just point out ridiculous things. I mean, if they want to say, if they want to be butthurt about their religion being nonsense, then don't have things like a magic zoo boat for me to make fun of. And I would happily have a discussion about God or theism or whatever you want to call it, without a lot of those silly stories that are included in a lot of the religions. I'm not picking on just one here. Religions have a lot of nonsense in them. And when you point out the nonsense, it can't come from a God. If there is a God, then the God is not of these books putting out this nonsense. So that's my problem.
I have the greatest respect for people like Joel Duff, who fights against this creationist bullshit and anti-science bullshit, and yet he is a deeply faithful Christian. And I have great respect for those people, and I have no problem with them.
And there's a reality we live in where religions are everywhere, and they're not going to go away tomorrow. I mean, it's just it's silly thinking that, you know. And I know from many people's stories, and not really mine so much, but a lot of people have told the stories where they didn't lose their faith just one day. They heard something, they said, "Oh, I'm not a believer anymore." It was a series of things. It was a series of things at church. It was a series of things in their faith.
Yeah,
was,
more often than not, it was something that people in the church did or said.
Yeah, I agree. The magic zoo boat. that's the thing. I mean, you know, they don't present any theist has not presented good arguments. It's always an argument. Oh, well, they're arguing for Allah. They're arguing for Yahweh, whatever God name, pick one. That's the one they're arguing for when it comes down to it. I've never once ever heard that they're arguing for a God existing. Now, a God may exist, and I grant that. There may be a being that we don't know about. There may be a being. There may be a being that we don't know about. Sure.
Nope. Nope.
You know.
I deny that entirely. No beings that we don't know about. No.
Yeah. If you don't know about some, you don't know about some. And that brings in the problem, though.
Well, if you turn over
it's highly
a rock,
unlikely.
If you go out in your yard and you turn over a rock, you'll probably find a lot of beings that you didn't know about. But I mean, yeah, no supernatural beings.
Right.
That makes sense.
No magic beans.
No magic beans.
Yeah, no, like I do say, like, could be, but not one that's interactive or even fucking cares what happens here.
That's the key word, is interaction. I mean, you know, when you see young people on commercials that have horrible diseases, is God watching the same commercial while he's helping you find your keys? Give me a break. You know? Give me a break, right? Show me some usefulness. Show me that these horrible things are being cured. Show me that these horrible things have cures. They like to attribute, believers like to attribute a lot of times that God's gift to the doctors. Well, God's gift to the doctors seems to correlate exactly with scientific advancements. Nothing that God gave them. Now, sure, you know,
well,
doctor
God gave
saves
them a job by making all these illnesses.
Yeah, you know, hey, if a doctor or nurse or whatever they are, they save your ass from something really horrible, you know, that's a miracle. That's from God. All those kind of things. That's all fine and well, but it's leaving out that there are even those things to begin with. And excuse me, and there are a lot of people. Yeah, and it's like I say, I've been dragging ass lately. The only time I'm up juked is when they give me steroids. So excuse me for the yawn. Mighty Filbert dropping the super chat for $5. Not knowing about something never stopped an apologist from trying to explain it. Absolutely. And for that, you're going to get some toast too.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
And thanks for supporting the channel. You rock. Yeah, that's hard to go against. Not knowing about something never stopped an apologist from trying to explain it, because he's been trying to explain evolution right along, and he's done a really lousy job.
Yeah, and you know what's also a thing? Like, so many people are just scared to say, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
That like you're a failure then or something?
Well, it's maybe a macho thing or a parent thing or something, but when a little one asks you a question, you give them an answer, you know? And if the answer is the dragon that lives down the basement to help protect them, you know, I mean, nowadays, I think that's kind of beyond the times, because you can get a safety gate or whatever.
We
but
could have.
It depends on how old the kid is.
yeah,
Yeah, we could have.
but
We had a lot of fun with it. My kids grew up with a real rich mythology until they were old enough and they started to question everything we told them. It was really cool, and they started to become real skeptical. And they would look at me like two of them would. I had twin boys, right? They'd come up to me and they'd hold my face and look at me. And if I smiled, they knew I was bullshitting them. Because once I told them when we were little kids, we didn't have school buses. We had to walk to school. And when we were little kids, we didn't have water. And they looked at me and it's like, you're lying. It was
but like,
so now they're extremely skeptical. So I raised them right. So anyway.
No, but also like if your kid asks you a question, it's okay to say I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I ever said that to them.
And an even better answer is I don't know. Let's go look this up together. Let's learn together.
If I ever told my kids I don't know, I think they'd probably take me to the doctor. I don't think they've ever heard that expression. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, a lot of the techie stuff I throw back at my kid these days. It's like, hey, you figure it out, man. You're the techie kid. my IT department over there. I call on him when I'm stuck. He does a good job. Yeah, usually he rattles off some keys, punches some stuff up online, looks it up, rattles some more things on my keys, and my stuff works all better. So, good man.
Yeah. Sense. And then some people like Copernicus and Galileo, and then Sir Isaac Newton came out, and they began hypothesizing and began experimenting and began using these great telescopes and things to be able to understand things in a time and an era in which, well, one, you weren't supposed to question it, and then two, just consider for a second the tools that they had to use at that time compared to what we're using today.
I do that often, and I often compare, why isn't there anything in the Bible that shows anything beyond its time? I mean, we're talking about God, right? God doesn't mention anything beyond its time. Same thing in the Quran. I've heard this in debates as well. People have used, prophecy in the Bible, prophecy in the Quran, right? No.
Yeah.
Nothing beyond the time. Show me something that's beyond the time. Something where you really scratch your head and go, huh. But no, they're talking about things that predate the books. Well, these things are already known, you know? It's not prophecy.
I have heard some Muslims say like, oh yeah, that thing that got discovered last year, that wasn't already in the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the Quran well, so I cannot speak on that, but I highly doubt it. Let's keep it at that. Or like if they have a cryptic description, like,
hey Ape, how you doing?
Oh, hey Ape.
Well, that's even better because when they have a description of something, they can also blame it. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. Yeah, I remember those days. Push on the phone even harder. I'm just checking the chat real quick. Good to see everybody.
So they were able to, through the scientific method that they were developing at this time, 500 or 600 years ago, they were able to then prove that the earth was not. In fact, our universe, the Milky Way was not. That we understand that our solar system is not. That we're learning and understanding things all of a sudden because we're able to view and to see and to experiment and to do all these different calculations and begin to understand that no, not everything is at the center. Or the earth is not at the center of everything. Just like for a teenager, they have to learn that they are not the center of everything. We had to learn.
Oh, Yeah, we had to learn. You mean the church had to learn? Because the early peoples, they got the idea that we were special. We must be the center of the universe from your religion. Just remember that.
That no, the earth is not the center of everything. So Copernicus, he laid down the foundations of modern astronomy. It started with him about the year 1500. And he was the first to suggest that it was the earth that traveled around the sun and not the sun that traveled around the earth. You would have thought
blasphemy.
That he would have committed blasphemy at the time. And he said in his writings that God...
That's what they said was blasphemy. You're wrong. That means you're wrong.
God is the best and most orderly workman of all. Here's what I want you to understand is that these early scientists, and I'm saying early scientists as 1500s, whenever the scientific method was being developed, is that these early scientists, that they had one thing that was at the foundation of their life, and that was the Lord God. For instance, Galileo.
Is that why they had so many things wrong?
He was the next one up from Copernicus, living after him. He says there are two big books. There's the book of nature and the book of the Bible. He says you can't separate the two.
Yes, you can.
That's what Hugh Ross uses, is the book called the Bible and the book called nature. And anything that isn't answered in the Bible is answered in nature. However, most of the things that have been answered in nature, that doesn't leave much for the Bible. But Hugh Ross is somehow still held up on high as an intellectual because he is some kind of astrophysicist or something. This is the guy that believes in demons or flying spacecraft around our planet. So don't think that he's so rational, because I made that mistake too. It turns out he's a nutter butter as well.
We know he was a mathematician, a physicist, an astronomer, and he was the one to be able to successfully argue that the earth was not the center of the universe based off of Copernicus's findings before him and off of his own.
That's right. Nothing out of the Bible. Weird, huh?
He was also one of those that decided and figured out that the earth wasn't flat. And I'm not here to debate that with you, okay, if you're one of those. Sir Isaac...
He's not here to debate that with you. Debate it with him. If you're one of those, because the earth's not flat. Nothing to debate. See, he wants to debate everything. He's got Can-Am on the brain. He thinks you can debate anything. That's like debate how far an inch is or a centimeter or whatever. There's no debate. It's how far there is.
Newton came after Galileo. In fact, he was born the year Galileo died. One of the greatest scientists. And he formulated the law of gravity. And for 1,000 years, people argued and debated and thought, actually, they didn't debate it, but they thought that with gravity, that it worked a particular way. And
yeah, that's a theory. That's why we developed a theory. The law. Pay attention.
Till he got on top of a building and he dropped a weight and a feather and saw how they landed. He was an expert in the field of astronomy and calculus, our favorite subject, right, in school. And get this, he was a man of such great faith, that, in case you didn't know this, that not only was he a scientist, but he also wrote commentaries on the various books of the Bible. One of his most well-known is of the book of Revelation. He was a believer in God and of Christ.
And Revelation is really wild. And if you want to read a wild book that's in the Bible, that's Revelation. And why they put that in there, I don't know, other than they needed an ending or something. Because that book is way out there. So yeah, I'm sure you put a lot of commentary on it.
They needed to scare some people.
Yeah. Definitely will do that.
That's why that it's in there.
I don't know. Well, isn't Revelation the one they questioned even if they were going to put it in the Bible? There's a That's a wild book, and it reads like the guy ate some bad food.
and none of it was ever meant to be collected in a book. They're all
Is that what it is?
separate stories. No, but like everything in the Bible, they were never setting out to make the Bible.
Right. It's just a collection that they put together.
Yeah.
I'm surprised M. Night, what is his name, Shyamalan or whatever, hasn't done Revelations. That'd be a great movie.
What time? 7:30. Okay. You're running out of time, buddy.
Yep.
And yes, a scientist at the same time. And yet people today, if they say that they're a Christian and a scientist, you're...
I mean, just discount it right away. I don't care if somebody's a Christian or not. If they cure somebody, if they operate on somebody, if they do their job, it doesn't matter what their beliefs are on Sunday. The problem enters is when you enter your beliefs from Sunday during the rest of the week, or when somebody's at the doctor, when you shouldn't. That's the problem.
Which now is legal in fucking America.
Yeah. No.
You can say, "Oh yeah, my belief doesn't allow me to treat you, so I'm not treating you."
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's
Then
garbage.
you did not take then you took the wrong oath. Then you took the hypocritical oath.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't get into that business if you're not ready for it. And I mean it, because it is a dirty business. Dealing with people is nasty, and dealing with fluids is nasty. Dealing with people opened up on the inside is nasty. It's all nasty. So putting these goofball rules on them and everything, they shouldn't even be thinking about that. They should be thinking about doing their job. It makes me wonder that they have other things on their mind when they shouldn't have.
Biased. And yet, but these men that started off this process for us, they started it off with this understanding, and I'm going to have it on the screen here, and it's this. Science and Christianity are not at odds with each other. No. Science and Christianity are not at odds with each other.
That's because you follow the school of Ken Ham, and you adjust anything you don't like. According to his statement of faith that everybody has to sign, that says anything that doesn't agree with science or history that are facts will be changed according to the Bible. Period. So he doesn't care what the facts are.
The Bible and science are not at odds with each other. The Bible is at odds with science. And science just is doing its thing and along the way disproving the Bible, but
that's the thing.
Not the goal of science.
Yeah, somebody didn't set out to disprove God. I mean, an individual might, but I've never heard of a large-scale gathering of people trying to disprove God by using things they've learned in science class. It's just ridiculous. Now, what's ridiculous is the Magic Zoo boat, Adam and Eve, all those kind of things, when you take them literally. And again, you're not looking for any meanings to the stories. There has to be meanings. Stories are retold, especially in the old days. Resources were resources. They didn't come easy. So telling stories was a resource, and you had people in charge of telling stories, and they just didn't tell any story. So I can grant, hey, this story was told for a reason. This scholar, this parent, this buddy in the woods, whatever, told this story for a good reason, not what you're making it out to be.
Now, and like with the Magic Zoo boat, the whole world flooded. You realize what was at that point? What was there? How big was their world?
Yeah. Most of them weren't that big, right? Because if you went too far,
if your town and two towns over were flooded, then in your opinion, the whole world was flooded.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole world.
They said that's why I think they just needed a set of rules in a tribal area. Yeah, we're tribal people.
Oh, yeah.
We need to be told what to do. Like it or not, there has to be rules.
Yeah.
Now,
But now we have
the rules
laws.
should be fair for everyone, right? They should be as fair for everyone as possible. But yeah, I don't believe in making rules for them and not us. But yeah, if everybody has rules, you have to keep us in check, because otherwise we get a little out of control.
Little.
It's like I said, if there weren't signs all up and down the street that says no parking on these major highways, and they do, next time you're driving on one, pay attention. Major roads and highways all have signs on that say no parking. Now, why is that? Because people will stop their car, get out, and just park anywhere. And we don't want that. So, I mean,
yeah.
We need to be kept in check,
that's the
right?
problem in America. Here it's just, when you learn to drive, you just learn, like, you don't park there.
It blew me away that I was like, I'm paying attention. I was paying attention, and sure enough, there's signs that say no parking. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh, like my son today was watching a video, like, with silly signs and stuff like that. I said, do remember, for every sign, something happened for them to put that sign up.
Put that sign there. Hi, Bree. Buzz back at you. How you doing tonight?
But we act as if they are, whether it's from a biblical point of view or it's from the scientific point of view. Our foundations were laid, whether you, and I'm talking about our foundations in science, was laid with men who were believers in God, and their evidence and what they studied upheld what they believed. So why?
Well, sure. I mean, if you believe in something, you look for reasons to believe in. However, a lot of these scientists were bucking up against God, and why they were called heretics and different things that we said earlier. Aha. And make sure you check the description. Seeing Bree here. Bree has the Hive Psi channel. It's every Saturday morning as well as during the week. And she has the shop with the t-shirts and all the goodies, having the Hive Psi stuff on and the cryptids. So if you're going to get one anyways, get one from Hive Psi. Check out everybody else in the description as well. All the folks that were on the panel and are on the panel are in the description, as well as a howdy hi going out to Simos. Hope you're doing all right. We know Simos had a tough time at the hospital, so we don't expect a whole lot out of him. We do like having Simos join us, though, so hopefully soon. And also, you can help support Ember and Joe the Kentucky Atheist, all in the description as well. You can also hit the join, support the channel. Everybody's happy.
You can
if
also
you can't got it like, well, if you ain't got it like that, you can't afford the monies. I understand. I'm not rich. But don't forget to hit the like, the share, and stuff like that you can do for free, and we appreciate that just as much. Go ahead, Brainless.
I think I only made one stupid comment.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember.
Why is it different today? Why is it so different today? And it's because the world's view of God and the Bible and our view of science are so at war at each other. We've allowed it to part.
No.
That's where sites like Answers in Genesis and organizations like Answers in Genesis
You did it.
are so important. Galileo said the aim of the Holy Scriptures is much higher than that of all the wisdom that we can learn in this world. He said, if you don't know God, it doesn't matter what you study.
You have to say
you
that.
don't understand the world.
Oh, you have to say that so people...
If you want to be on with us on Saturdays, please get a hold of me prior to the shows. And if you want a place for Simos, welcome to it. But I'd like to screen our guests before they're on, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And he is getting his information once again from Ken Ham. And so Ken Ham is not just one dangerous old person. He gets his word around. And to his credit, He sends his people around. His people and himself go to all the churches in the area. They go around the country. They go around the world. They're international. So he's getting his message out, as you can plainly see. We put up a Ken Ham thing. You pick up a lot of things, if not word for word. I've played, they were like 10 years apart. I had Dr. Dino over my channel, and we were looking at Ken Ham. They were separated by 10 years, and his words are exactly the same. So he's got his stick down pat. He's burning it in people's brains, and more people, especially, although his school isn't doing as well as he thought, which is good news, he does have a school where he teaches this stuff. So, don't dismiss him. He sells a lot of homeschooling materials as well, and he makes, media, videos, books, magazines, all those kind of things that reach people. So don't dismiss him. He's, he's an old man. He's an old goofball. I think he's ridiculous. Every time he talks about something, I think he's ridiculous. But there are people who think he's really smart, and they worship the man, and they give him lots of money. So that's what worries me, is that he has lots of money to do things and lots of money to invest in things. And that goes right back to politics and everything else, that we don't need people with goofball money giving people money, right? So kind of worrisome.
And Dave, the guy that said that they would join instead of Dimos, like their YouTube description would make you play a very funny, a laughing video, make you laugh.
That's usually the way it goes.
Certain book. It refers to a certain book. 12:9.
So I just got a.
Go ahead.
I just got a link from my son. They claim that they have built a working model of the brain. I don't think it's a human brain. It might be the mouse, but there's a popular science article, built a working brain, and I think it was the cortex of the mouse, but they simulated it down to the individual neurons and biophysical constraints of neurons, which is kind of exciting because and they're talking about actually being able to figure out things about mental illness and things like that using these models. But it's behind a paywall, so can't find any information on it. But I just got that link, so that's cool. There are going to be papers on it, but they aren't out yet. So anyway.
That is pretty cool.
Fun fact.
Has even said, science may solve the problem of how the universe began, but it cannot answer the question why.
Maybe there isn't an answer.
Why? Because why is a dumb question.
Yeah.
It's a dumb fucking question.
When there weren't any people around, there isn't any why, right?
Yeah, if there's why requires a person around too, like, why did you do that? Why did you hit me on the head?
For billions of years, there wasn't anybody around. So nobody cared about
steal my
why.
hubcaps?
Yeah.
Just Jesus.
Yeah,
what do you need to understand?
Humans are just human existence is just a blink of an eye compared to the rest of the universe.
Does the Bible tell you why God created all this shit? Does it explain what he was thinking? What was his plan?
So everybody will worship him.
Was that it?
He wanted to make people suffer. He wanted to make people suffer.
Yeah, except for all the rules and all the goofy stuff when he seems really bored. No, the main idea for creation was just to get some worship out of the deal. I'm going to create you, and you're going to worship me. And aren't I special? And all this kind of things. I must have been really bored to demand, worship me for all of time. Because don't forget, there's eternity too. So when you die, you're worshiping for the rest of your days. So he's got himself covered. So that seems to me the main thing. And then he got bored. So he started zapping certain, civilizations and this town and that town. And made a covenant over here, but then made a covenant over there. And let the Abrahamic religion splinter off into how many different sects, and that caused all kind of problems. Instead of just keeping Judaism, you had to have Christianity, Islam, and you had the minor ones like the Mormons and stuff taking theirs. So everybody has to have a little piece of it. It's slightly a little different, even though some will say it's majorly different. From the outside, it doesn't look that much different. And you've got people all over the place that's saying the other ones are wrong. So, I mean, you'd think that God would have done something about that, but he can't even keep his own house in order. So, which is, like I said, are you supposed to be just with the Abrahamics? Are you supposed to be Jewish? Are you supposed to be Mormon? Are you supposed to be Christian, Catholic? Whatever you want to call it. What are you supposed to be, right? I mean, tell me I'm a Christian, but you're not really a Christian according to this people or that people or this faith or that faith. So which one is a real Christian? And not forgetting or not leaving out all the other religions, but just with being a Christian, you don't know which one to be because you could be the wrong type of Christian. So it seems like God isn't all that wise. God wants you to figure everything out while calling you an idiot at the same time. So, I mean, we're too stupid, hard-headed, close-hearted, however they want to say it, and yet we're supposed to figure everything out at the same time. So, I guess you're SOL unless you just flipped a coin right, and that flip of the coin could be no gods at all.
Because if the Bible is not a science book, what is it a book for?
Yeah.
It's to understand the why. It's to understand that reason.
Little boy was saying, "Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy?"
The little girl said, "Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy." Oh, never.
Yeah, the Bible gives you whys. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You think it does, but it doesn't. It satisfies you, but it doesn't satisfy the rest of us. And that's why atheists tune into these videos and watch them, is because you're not making any sense to anybody that's not already convinced by you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The Bible tells us who brought the world into being, why he did
Your
it,
God.
and
Your
the primary
God.
purpose of it.
Your God.
John chapter.
There it is. Your God brought the world in. The main purpose was for everybody to say how great you are for bringing our world in. There you go. Now, what does John have to say? I don't remember this part.
1 tells us, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning, and through him all.
And that makes absolutely no sense. I thought you were talking about it before, Mike, maybe. That the word thing makes no sense. God was the Word.
Right, that this makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Well, it does if you think about magic. They used to have incantations and stuff. And that's kind of what they're talking about. So anyway, they suck.
All three have the same God, Yahweh. Yeah, that's what's so confusing, is why they just the Abrahamics and the Abrahamic God is splintered off so many times. And then that's even from a pantheon of gods. So, and then what happened to Mrs. God? So there's a lot of questions in there. Now, hasn't everybody heard the bird is the word?
StreamYard just tricked me into putting an ad out. I don't know how it did it. I was trying to get rid of something.
It's probably just a thing for StreamYard.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. Okay, so they've simulated a 9 million neuron cortex with 26 billion synapses. And there's a paper on it in the ACM. I posted a link. Anyway, fun fact. Okay. Answers in atheism. That's what I'm here for. So
we will get you the answers one way or another.
Except for the why question, because that's bullshit.
Even if we have to make them up.
We have to wait for a paywall too. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Oh shit! No, we're not religious guys, right?
all things have been made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. The Bible is very clear, consistently clear, as to who made this world.
What?
Yeah, your book is very clear that your God made everything. Good
Who
for you.
made it? Who?
Who made who?
Wait a minute.
Who made you?
Was it Joe? Was it Jim? Or was it Yahweh?
Well, and
also,
what part of the
your
world
book
are you
is
in?
Very clear.
Yeah,
Your book is also
Well, wait-
very
Clear as-
clear.
wait a minute,
that, like,
clear as mud.
no, it's
ahead.
clear about it being true. Like the only
Mm.
source that says your book is true, but at least your true book says that it is true.
Mm.
Like
But
even
if they
just
wanna-
thinking about that hurts.
If they want to start talking about who did it, okay, didn't he say who made the universe? Is he admitting that there are other gods out there that could have made the universe? Because
the
if you're
Bible
talking
already
about
said it.
who, yeah,
Because he's
Yeah,
a jealous God, and you should not worship the other gods.
the other gods, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the Bible. It's
Worship
other
other
people
gods,
that
so-
say it's all fake and that one's not true and this one's not true. The Bible's more open to its supernatural world. So be careful what your supernatural wishes are. But they seem to at least acknowledge the supernatural in the Bible.
Yeah, and it like in the Bible, just literally says it exists.
We're going to give you about one more shot, and I think I'm going to play a Magic Zubo because I just got the hankering for it now.
When we read the Bible, we see kind of like a library of books. We find books on history and poetry. We
No.
find laments. We find
No.
discipleship material and letters. We find prophecy. We find apocalyptic writing.
Elements.
Now, the prophecy is a big zot because 2/3 of the Bible has been prophesized. It's like, okay, I will even grant you that because I can't go back in time and change things, right? But that leaves a third that are going to happen. Give me one of those with a day, a time, and a place. Nobody's been able to do it. So that's telling me how
Oh,
little
they've been
faith
trying.
you have in prophecy. Well, they're always
Trying
wrong.
with the rapture.
Yeah, they're always wrong, yeah.
Like, how many times did the rapture happen this month? This last
Right.
3 months? Like
Well, they had
5 or
what,
6
three
times?
in December or something? Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Hey,
believe there's
hey,
another one
Angela, how
upcoming.
you doing? There's always one upcoming.
Like,
Good to see you.
fuck those guys.
Fred says, God's magic and the supernatural were an acceptable suggestion for a long time, but humans are curious. We've slowly realized that such propositions don't match reality and sought better answers. See, and I don't fault religion. You know, a long time ago, somebody asked, like I said, Daddy, why? Daddy, why? Daddy, why? And Daddy got quit answering why. So he just made up explanations that there are figures in the stars and that the stars and the planets are signs. And when a comet goes over, it means there's going to be a king born or something. And these were just answers, but they didn't have any basis for them. Nowadays, we have a basis for it. We know why a space rock, say, whizzes by, because it was due to whiz by. And they can trace it back to where it came from. Now, back then, they didn't know how to do that, especially things that were over, a long period of time where they didn't come through, like, was it Halley's Comet or whatever ones that are regular. These things are distant and they take a lot longer to get here. So, yes, we didn't have a lot of these space discoveries until recently. Surprise, And I think he even pointed that out, that there weren't a lot of these discoveries until science caught up. And it's like, exactly. They aren't in the Quran, as somebody mentioned earlier, that some was just found and they put it in the Quran. Well, of course they did. It's the same thing with the Bible. Well, along comes the evolution. Well, they have a big fight about it with the Bible. Then along came the Big Bang. Well, they've got a big fight about it, whether it's in the Bible. And both ways, too. Some accept it, some don't accept it. Some twist it to suit their own needs. Some just say, well, the Bible is not to be taken literally. And when we learn something new in science, it's because these people, especially with the Ken Hams, are taking things in the Bible literally, which weren't never meant to be. A lot of the things they know were not meant to be, and they certainly aren't now. So they are really, really, really pulling it. But we'll give you one more shot.
We have all these different books that are compiled into one. Each one is different, and you can't read each one the same.
No.
I mean, God bless you if you start at the beginning of Genesis chapter 1 and read all the way through Revelation 21. I mean, God bless you if you make it past, Lamentations and
What is he saying? It's a horrible book to read.
I didn't make it past the second page because they changed the story entirely. Yeah. They told one story and then they started telling another story, and that was where I quit.
That's the thing. Reading the Bible itself is hard enough.
Yeah, I know. But the Genesis thing, it's like, how do they make sense out of these? Like on the next page, they change the entire order. The first one, they make everything out of dirt and water. And the second one, they just make Adam out of dirt, and they make Eve out of a rib. But on the first page, you make Eve out of the same dirt. It's like, tell me. I put the book down. It's like, this book doesn't make any sense. It's like, what is wrong with this book?
It runs off in so many tangents, and it just wants to tell war stories and how horrible certain people were and why they were wrathed upon when it was probably something perfectly natural that swept through. And they just wanted to explain it with some wrath. So they got some wrath. But with all those people aside, I think we're going to close out on some fun stuff. We're going to do a Magic Zoo boat.
I gotta go soon. I gotta go. So I'll probably go when you play the boat.
Okay. Well, say good night, Mike. And Mike
good night.
is always on with something.
I have Brandon Hendrickson on tomorrow at 12:30. He hasn't responded to me yet, but I think he'll be here. And he is going to tell us how to convince these creationists how to actually change their minds. And he is going to win the Nobel Peace Prize if his method works.
Okay.
So, anyway, we're going to have a talk about how to talk to creationists. And he is of the opinion that we should be more respectful. So anyway, but he's a good guy. He knows a lot, and he's fun. He's fun and talkative. So
and Mike,
tomorrow,
Mike was just on Joe's channel yesterday. And if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out as well. And with that, good night, Mike.
Guys.
Good night, Mike.
Good night.
And we're gonna check out some Magic Zoo boat because I put a lot of work into this, so I'm gonna play it.
I love that song.
Just sit right back and you'll hear the tale of a righteous float that started out in ancient times upon a magic zoo boat. The rain began to pour like mad. God's judgment didn't stall. If not for Noah's floating crate, there'd be no life at all. No life at all. No life at all. If Noah and his ancient beard, his wife just rolled her eyes. They boarded raptors, stegosaurs too, all trained to sit and stay. 2 T-Rexes in bunk bed stalls, what could go wrong, we say? 3 sons with wives who taught the dinos how to harmonize. Who taught the dinos how to harmonize? There's gators, frogs, and woolly mammoths, zebras sharing beds, triceratops and kangaroos stacked 10 high on their heads. The ark was built with cubic math and doors that sealed with prayer. You ask about sanitation, don't go there. Just don't go there. Just don't go there. So come aboard this sacred ship where science hits a wall. With creatures from all continents, pre-flood we had them all. The timeline's tight, the logic light, the rain began to float. And now you're on a bumpy ride aboard the Magic Zoo boat. The Magic Zoo boat. The Magic Zoo boat. The Magic Zoo boat. Unicorns dashed to catch the ark, but tripped on fairy tales. They stopped to charm the woodland elves and slipped through magic veils. Their horns aglow, they missed the boat, no place for their parade. Now stuck in myths and bedtime dreams where fantasy should stay. Where fantasy should stay. But what about old Sasquatch? Did Bigfoot make the trip? Was he too hairy, tall, or shy to board that wooden ship? He maybe hid behind the trees or snuck in with the apes, or rode the flood out on a log. Or rode the flood out on a log. Don't fall for tales of magic boats or creatures 2 by 2. Get smart, ask questions, that's the best thing you can do. Education shines the light that clears the myths away. So keep your mind wide open and learn what's true today. Learn what's true today. Learn what's true today. Hey, with Skipper Noah at the wheel and wife supreme with nerves of steel. 3 sons with 0 sail and flare. Their wives who brought salon gray hair. 2 rhinos juggling on the deck and Bigfoot hiding near the wreck. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat. Here on the Magic Zoo Boat.
And yes, I am making light of it and mocking it because I think it's ridiculous. And it says, I've said before, I'm not mocking anybody's beliefs. I'm mocking what they believe. And if you believe in a magic zoo boat, then I'm going to mock it. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to get rid of your God or anything else. I'm not coming to your house and trying to get rid of your God. I'm not preaching against your God. I'm preaching against the magic zoo boat. I'm preaching against a lot of other nonsense stories that are in that book. Okay,
Yeah.
so please take it to heart. There's a reason you're being mocked. It's because you believe in a magic zoo boat.
And also, I think there's a big difference between not respecting a religion and not respecting the people that are religious. Like, I can still
Right.
respect the person
Sure.
that is religious.
There are
And
fantastic people that are religious and non-religious. That doesn't even come into play. People are people, and as I said earlier, in our culture, religions have been around for a long time. They're part of our culture. When I was younger, a lot of places weren't even open on Sundays. That has changed a lot over the years.
That has improved.
But when I was little, you didn't go anywhere because those people were at church as well. So, yeah, I understand. I'm a realist. I understand people are religious. I understand that almost everybody in my neighborhood is religious by the numbers. How religious? Well, again, you go by the numbers. But imagine a certain amount of them go to church. That's just how it is, especially when you've got 2 churches right up on the corner. I mean, we've got churches everywhere. So I've got nothing against these people, and I don't have anything against people I don't know. However, this guy that's telling everybody how great Ken Ham is worrisome. And it follows back to, well, what's Ken Ham doing? Well, Ken Ham's giving out a lot of money. Ken Ham's giving out a lot of homeschooling materials. Ken Ham has his own school. Ken Ham has his own media. He worries me. So anytime somebody says, what do you care about that crazy old man for? Well, he may believe in a magic zoo boat. And when I'm using crazy, it's in the lightest possible. I don't mean anything about anybody's mental health. But in Minecraft, where this guy thinks that magic zoo boats exist, no, I'm going to speak out about it, okay? And I'm going to till I take my last breath, which could be any day. So you never know. Speak out against clowns like Ken Ham. They're doing real harm because if you've noticed, well, maybe you didn't. If you go back during when there was a bug running around, who was telling people not to wear masks? There you go. When people are running around about Greta Thunberg and a bunch of other things and climate change is nonsense, well, remember, no, it's not. And who says it is? Mr. Ham, who says, oh, the Bible says God's going to send fire anyways. That's why it's warming up. So these things are dangerous, and these people are dangerous. So don't ever dismiss somebody that has a lot of money. And speaking of, even the Hawaiian shirt guy, I understand, has a lot of money flowing in and out of there. So things are going on. And I think there's also money in a hole somewhere. I think there's money in the Cayman Islands somewhere. Things like this that are gone unnoticed too. So that's a Dr. Joel specialty and a Dan specialty. These guys keep tabs on them, but there's a lot of money going in and out of these places. So it's a joke, but only take the joke so far and don't let them slime out right underneath the door, because they're doing underhanded things right out the back door, and it could be your tax dollars. So, but yeah, check the description before you go. Brainless is often and on other channels over at Slim and Commander's channel. And you'll also find Answers in Atheism down there, Joe, Simos, Bree, and a copy of Where to Find the video that we reviewed, which I didn't touch at all. So, and you can always check the chat. We've got the best moderator around, Tilting Windmill. Brainless, you're going to crash? Yeah. Brainless is going to crash.
I was already out for a second. So I'm dropping
He's
off.
heading
I'm
out the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, motherfuckers. Love you all. Have a amazing heathen weekend. Be careful with fireworks, but do have fun. And be careful with alcohol. Good night.
Good night, Brainless. And I'm going to go out. I'm going to play my outro. I hope everybody, again, had a good, safe holiday. I hope everybody got what they wanted from Santa Claus. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. And as far as the guy we covered tonight, Pastor Doug, was it? Let me see. I want to get it wrong. Pastor Doug, yep. Pastor Doug, you don't know any science. Give it up. Knock it off. I've seen some of your other videos. They're just as bad. This is the one I picked. And if you haven't told, well, nobody's told you, nobody's watching the video probably for a reason, because it's terrible. I like terrible videos, but not everybody does. As you can tell, most of my videos don't get a lot of views because I cover terrible videos. So there's a reason only a couple people have watched your video. It's terrible. But thanks for the content. We'll see you next week, if not sooner. And have a happy new year if I don't see you before then. And with that, I'm going to play my outro. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me.
Tales of the Lord knocking at the captive death's door. Oh, legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive death's door. Oh, captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and all myth seems. In conversations quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at